Right, I think we are good. Hi Kit Kat and hi Panda, I hope you're both having a good day. We I think are ready. We've got a bit of a different setup, so I'm so sorry. Please bear with me for 2 seconds. I will be changing over very, very shortly. I'm just moving some bits and bobs around behind the scenes. And we've also got some slightly different music on in the background because it's a fair. And you know what I'm used to listening to at the fair? I'm used to listening to bands play their own sort of music, and it's always a bit of a mixed pot, but it's kind of nice because you listen to lots of different stuff. And so I've got that on, just royalty-free mixed pot. Let's go. So I'm probably going to be really zoomed in on this camera, but that's okay. That's okay. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, hi. I'm really zoomed in on this one, but I want to go onto this one before I go on to the main one. So I have got a better camera than this for the day, but I've mounted this on my light. So it looks a little bit weird. Hi. I hope you're having a good day. Zero, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are making puffy pumpkin shorts today, which should be good. So this is a pattern that needs to actually be stuck together. I was going to do that before stream, but my printer acted up, so it didn't want to do that before stream. It was like, no, you're going to do that on stream today. No doing stuff beforehand. Only on hand, on stream. So that's what we're doing. Very suspicious waving trees in the background. I don't think you're really in the woods. What are you talking about? I'm definitely in the woods. I stream predominantly from the trees. I've gone from mermaid to fairy, yeah! So we've gone from under the sea to into the woods. But yeah, I wanted to go into the screen before I go into my main scene because I'm really, really proud of it. And yeah, this camera though, this is normally the one that points at the machine, and I don't think it's going to be able to keep up with me. Like, I move too fast and it's like, oh my god, where are you going? It can't keep up with me, but that's okay. I don't normally move that fast. Yeah, hey ho. But yeah, we got like proper like REN fair clothing. You can't see most of it, but like it's proper. Like I got a whole dress on here. Look at these sleeves. I'm gonna have to probably get some elastic bands for these sleeves because I don't think I should sew with these. Actually, I probably have some right here somewhere that I could probably use. If not, I'll find some because that's probably not. Or I could roll them up and tuck them in up here somewhere. That's probably not a bad call. Yeah, nice. Because yeah, otherwise I'm gonna do myself a danger. But yeah, I hope it feels better now. It does, thank you. I feel much better today. Yesterday I had a bit of a rest after stream. I took a picture and then I was like, I sleep now. Now we have rest, and I do feel basically fine now. After all of that. It was a pretty rough one, but I do feel pretty good now. Right, let me show you today's scene, because I'm proud. Yeah! Look at this! And look, my arms come out! They come out from me! So it's like, oh! Where? Wait, if I go this way and then, where? So yeah, I made a scene. I made a scene so that we could have. This is my booth. Welcome to my booth. I make things here. It's a bit silly. It's a bit silly, but I wanted to make a booth where I made things. Welcome to my booth. I make things here. It's a bit off center because if I put my hands out, it doesn't quite come out underneath me, but it's fine. I don't sit on center. So yeah, welcome to the booth. Here is where I make things. Oh, if you want to grab any food is that way. Chat commands, just like a real REN fair. Yeah, I walk up to the local meat vendor and I'm like, exclamation mark meat, exclamation mark meat. and then they give me my meat. That's how I get my meat. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, that's how it works in England. For if those who don't know, you walk up to your local meat vendor and you just yell at them, exclamation mark meat, and they give you the meat. Oh, I should probably hide the cord. There we go. A little tuck away of the cord there. Soup! Exclamation mark soup! And then they give you soup. Oh yeah, there's some food for you. Yeah, we have meat for those who are meat inclined. We have soup for those who maybe don't want meat, and then pud for everyone. Although the pud technically has meat in it because I did put lardy cakes in there, so it's a mixed bag. You might like some of them, you might not like other of them. I also included tea cake because I don't know how often people get tea cake outside. Also, I think tea cake means a different thing now that I think about it, outside of what I remember tea cakes being. I think in America tea cakes have like chocolate covered marshmallow. Cold tea cake over here is not that. It's like you get lots of marinated tea bags or like steeped tea and like fruit, and you make like a fruit loaf with the tea, and that's cold tea cake. That's what I think of tea cake. I think cold tea. So yeah. Whenever someone says tea cake and then they are like that, wait, truck driver! Thank you. Hi! Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to grab yourself some meat soup or pud. Also, I should really cut out this pattern because I should have done that ahead of time. I shall put my tea over next to the pumpkins. Yeah. Oh! Was that a genuine Ren Fair scream? Who knows? Maybe. Also, if these look like a little complicated and difficult, that's because they are. I have no idea what order these are in. This wasn't how this was meant to be. I made a mistake! And I don't know. Wait, truck driver, thank you for another 100 bits. Obviously you don't need to do this, but it's very, very kind of you. Jesus. Honestly. Wait! Truck driver! Truck driver! Truck driver, stop! It's very, very kind of you. But you don't need to. Thank you so much for, like, now it's 400 bits. Jesus! Thank you! There are tea cakes over... So many screams. So many screams. There are just marshmallows with chocolate and biscuit at the bottom. Yeah, that's what I think people, like, when they say tea cake, that's what they think. And for me, tea cake was, like, steeped tea with fruit. Wait, is that another one? Oh my gosh, truck driver! Wait! Thank you so much for 1,000 bits. Jesus Christ! What are you doing? Why are you just throwing bits at me? Thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you, but... Jesus, thank you. Wait. Truck driver. Thank you. Oh my gosh, yeah. Same. Oh. Truck driver, if it's just to activate the scream, you only ever have to throw 50 bits and it will make it scream. It's very kind of you. Munchimon, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. If you want to grab yourself any soup or meat or pud, feel free to grab yourself soup, meat or pud. I'm just going to be cutting out the pattern for my shorts because I meant to do it before stream, but the printer was like, heck no, you're doing it on stream. So here we are, I'm doing it on stream. You know, the printer rules my streams. Panda, wait! Thank you for the 100 bits as well, Panda! You don't have to, but again, it's very, very kind of you. We've just kept, by the way, as well, for people that are longer running people here, we've kept the scream to just be the bits at this point. But drivers, well, again, thank you so much, guys. It's very, very kind of you. Oh dear. Yeah, we've just kept the scream to be the bits always because we've just kind of got attached to it. We were like, the scream, even on not horror streams, is gonna be bits always because it's just kind of funny. Also unpredictable, hi, I hope you're doing well. You grab yourself some meat. Yeah, grab yourself some meat. Ah, see, now this is a difficult one. So, Truck driver!
Truck driver! What are you doing? No! Oh my god.
Oh, honestly, thank you so much. Jesus Christ. You just pop in here and do stuff like that. Thank you so much. Genuinely. Also about to have the... Because you gifted to the community. I can see one of the names is Daddy Smith. Oh dear, thank you so much. Oh god, I've just started streaming. Jesus Christ. We've been streaming for what? Not even 15 minutes, truck driver. Oh, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much. And I hope all the people that just got gifted subs enjoy their emotes. Oh, dearie me. I don't even know what to say. Oh, all the hype for truck driver. I'm gonna cut these from this side because I don't know what side to cut them from. Oh no. Also, there's a lot of horn. 100 years to your 15-minute bonus. Truck driver, I don't need a... Oh, I'm looking for the 100 bits, but I really don't need a 15-minute bonus. Honestly, just the presence is all, just people being here is enough. That's very, very kind. A minimal hi! Okay, Mikey, you got lost up there. Did you dye your hair again? I'm so sorry. Or is the lighting just really odd? No, I did. I put extra pink in the end. So it looks a little bit, it does look very purple on this particular cam, but it's still red at the top, but it's pinky at the end, so I look like bubblegum. It's definitely, yeah, so it's darker for sure. Hi Minimal also, I hope you're doing well. Tis dyed! It is dyed. It's in fact not my natural hair colour, I can't claim it. I cannot claim it's my natural hair colour. It'd be a lie! Right, let's get... Also you can see on the pattern where I've tried to join the dots and it looks really messy. But yeah, also for those who don't know, this is a pattern for some really, really simple shorts. It's just every now and again we're gonna get a song like this. It's okay. This is kind of what it's like also being at a fair like this. Most of the songs are pretty damn good. Every now and again you get one pop up like this where you're like, okay. Top stuff. We used to have a band that popped in every year that was they were ace, to be fair. They were all I don't know if they ever did music any other time of year except for the fair, but every year at the fair they got together and they had this truck and they'd all stand on the top of the truck with their banjo, accordion, a few other pieces of and I think a few of them had violins and they'd be like, ah, heck yeah, here we go. It's top. Oh, it does look very purple. Yeah, I think as well because it's not my normal camera, so maybe it looks a bit more purple than normal. Your Faircy looks fabulous. Thank you so much, Unpredictable. Yeah, we craft. We're crafting this fair. I think this bit gets attached to this bit. That feels like a pretty fair bet. Oh, I should have got some sellotape. But instead, I suppose we will just pin them together because... Truck driver! Have a good day, gotta drive now! Thank you so much. It honestly so kind of you. Thank you so much for popping by. And even though you need to leave, I hope you do enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Mental note, Amelia cannot connect the dots very well. No. Especially when they look like this. It's I have no idea where each piece is meant to be because they all overlap weirdly and I'm not quite sure. I know these bits go together because these are the bottom bits. And I have two plain pieces of paper that meant to go in the middle, but that confuses me a little bit too, because it's okay, two plain pieces of paper to go in the middle, got it. But that feels, I don't know, maybe it doesn't feel weird to anyone else, but it feels weird to me. So true. Fair songs, yeah. Like, again, I kind of think that's part of the charm, is like some of the songs are like proper great and like you're like, oh heck yeah, this one's great, and then the next song's like, this is a song. There's a tune here, but it's maybe not my favorite. It's part of the charm. Yeah, these bits all look like they connect. And then this bit is at the top there, which makes me think that this probably connects to this. Oh lord. Yeah, it's so tricky. I get so confused. I think these connect like this. But I could be wrong. This could actually be the crotch on the other side. In fact, that crotch looks huge. Am I sure? I think. It does look like a really big crotch, but I think that that's the butt crotch, and that's okay. One of these is the butt crotch, one of these is the front crotch, and I can never remember. But one of them's big. Big hat! Should I make hot chocolate or have some lemon squash? How hot is it near you, Zero? So I feel like that's got to be the deciding factor, right? If it's really hot, then I feel like, yeah, make yourself that squash. But if it's not that hot, maybe a hot chocolate would be good. I mean, I'm a big fan of hot chocolate myself. I'm not such a big fan of squash. But I really like homemade lemon squash. So if it was homemade lemon squash, I'd probably go for that every time. So I'm a bit biased there. If it's homemade lemon squash, maybe go for the homemade lemon squash actually. It's coldish. Okay, yeah, maybe it's okay, hot chocolate then. Yeah. Because lemon squash is just gonna chill you out, and that's not what you want if it's coldish, especially if it's only gonna get colder in the evening. That's no good. That's no good. Okay. Now that I look at them, they're actually both quite dropped crotches. Or maybe they're just high waist. I don't know. Have I scaled these shorts up too big? My leg doesn't feel that big, but... Is my leg this big? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe my leg is in fact this big. These must be the top pieces. Yeah, because they are tilted. So these are the top pieces. I don't know which one's which, but these are the top pieces. I think this is the first top piece, and this is the second top piece. Not that there's really anything in it. It could be either way, but I think they go this way around. And then this must be the bottom. Yes. Oh! Good luck with your pumpkin panels. I'm off to sleep. Fair enough, unpredictable. I hope you have a lovely, lovely sleep. I hope that your stream went well earlier, and that you had a good time. And yeah, things were good. I managed to catch a little bit of, I think it's a stream before me of Reds, but and then I had a few technical difficulties. My camera would not. Sorry, obviously unpredictable. Please go to sleep. I'm just going to ramble about this, but my top camera wouldn't load, and I was like, "What's happening?" It was saying it was getting used by another thing, and I was like, "But I'm not using it," and I've never had any issues before, right? So what's going on? But I think it's that the port in my tower isn't working, which is silly because I've only just bought this port tower, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm the issue, right? Because I'm having all these issues with technology, like my headphones running out of charge so quickly, and now it seems like the port in my tower is not working, and I'm like, am I the problem? Is it me? Because all these technology things aren't working, and the only common denominator is me. So I just feel like it must be me. Because it can't just... I don't feel like I'm that unlucky. In fact, if anything, I feel like I have reasonably good luck. I mean, I haven't won the lottery ever, but like, you know, I have reasonable luck. So I don't feel like, I don't know, everything should be breaking. And it got good reviews online, so I might have to look into that. Also, the more that I look at this, the more this pattern does seem kind of ridiculously large. It doesn't fit on screen. That's okay. It is meant to go around my whole leg, and I have sized this up, just putting it out there. I did choose to make this quite large, with the intention that by making it large, it would kind of, you know, basically, my thought was... Oh, I see what's happened here. Oh. Oh. Now how... Wait a minute. How is it? Oh, okay. I've made a mistake. One of these needs to overlap. I think it's this one. Oopsie doopsie. Yeah, sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, I've made this large with the intention of pulling it in at the waistband and at the cuffs on the leg, because I want them to be like poofy, right? So I was like, I'll make it large. I might have made it a bit too large, but you know what? I've done that plenty of times before where I've made something too large and I pulled it back, so it's going to be another one of those, I think, where I've made something just a little bit too large and I'll have to pull it back a bit, but that's okay. Done it before, pulled it back okay. Right, how oversized have I gone? Yeah, because this, I believe, should, if that overlaps about that, maybe only go to about here. Yeah, I think. But it's going to be a little difficult to tell because I have gone so funky over the top. So let's just take those two out and let this go to about here. Where I believe that it should. Actually, that looks a bit better as well. Now that I've done that, I'm like, okay. Slightly more respect for what I've done. This is a little bit better. Okay, put that in there. Put this one in here. Also, I like this song. This song's really sweet sounding. And that makes it look a little bit more angled as well, which is nice, because that's kind of what I was going for. There was meant to be an angle here, and I can kind of see that angle now. The only thing is, it's meant to be that there's 2 sheets of A4 in the centre, of which I've grabbed 3, but I only actually needed 2. And I can see more than 2. So, we do need to get this down to only 2. Is it still a little bit long on this side? Where needs to go up? Is it here? Like this? We need to go up? Oop. The sleeves! Okay, the sleeves are getting tucked away. They must leave! Get up there! Leave me be! I love the sleeves, they're beautiful, but they're just too long. Too long. Okay. Maybe this bit too needs to be a little bit shorter? Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, that lies flat now. It's still not quite there. I think here's buckling a little bit. If I pull this up a bit, that's a bit better. Okay, there we go. And if I do this now, we have 2 A4 sheets in the middle. Okay, there we go. That's what I've been waiting for. It's a silly measuring technique, but there we go. What would cosplay be without silly measuring techniques? And that measures... Oh my god! Truck driver! Oh, you forgot to say the most important part! Yazzie says hi! Oh my god, I have to go say hi to Yazzie back. Sweet bean. Yazzie is a sweet bean. I like popping into her streams. The last time I popped in, it was a little while ago, but she was talking about jellyfish and I was like, oh, what a coincidence. Thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. Very kind of you. Ah, we shall talk about jellies. One of the few things that I actually feel like I know like a reasonable amount about. Not about every jellyfish by any means, there's so much to know, and I feel like it's one of those species that we're constantly learning about, but... And I'm not a marine biologist or anything, I just love them. I just have passion. Oh. Look at that! That is kind of a pattern. Yeah, I told her that I broke you and she asked what I did! It is a small break. A small break. No, you were very, very sweet, to be fair. That turns people breaks me, honestly. If people come in and they're just so rude, dude, I'll do a good giggle. But if someone's nice, I'm like, ugh, what are you doing? Right, that looks... Like, that looks, honestly, good. It looks a little long in the legs, so just to map it out for you, if anyone is interested in making a short pattern as well, I'll try and get this into a layout that's a little easy for people to size up, but like so that people could size it for themselves. But this is, I don't know which side is what. I probably have to check that later, but I'll sew up and see. This will be either the back or the front, and this then again the opposite side. I have a feeling that this is the back and this is the front because of the way that it's dipping. This goes up, this goes down. Normally you want more fabric at the back than you do at the front, so to me that makes more sense. And then this is one whole leg. So it's quite a large pattern piece because it's one whole leg. This is probably going to be too big for my leg, but the idea is then I can pull it in and create like a puff because it's too big. And again at the bottom, it probably isn't going to be that big for my leg. It's like when you think of it going around. Daddy Creed, thank you for the follow, hi! So when you look at the whole, it's not super large, if that makes sense. Like that's kind of a reasonable size. Yeah, like it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Reasonable leg size. But at the top it's probably too large. That is one leg, this is one leg. But I think the length here, like down here and down here, that's going to be too long. I'm probably going to have to shorten that. Again, this was what makes me think this is the back because this is longer than this side. And again, you normally want more length at the back, but it is still a little bit too long, I think, for what we're going for, which is closer to medieval booty shorts. Yeah. Are you planning to fill these shorts with hot air and float away like, whee! Off we pop. No, but I don't think it'll be so ridiculous once it's on me. It's my thought. But we need the fabric. And here is orange. I'm not gonna line them either because I think it would just be a bit of a pain. They're already gonna end up being quite thick because I'm gonna interface the outside layer. I'm just gonna do like a good seam on them, and with all the, what do you call it, bands, I don't think they're gonna need lining. We're not gonna bother with that. We're not gonna bother. It's a useless step for me. Look at all this orange. I'm gonna make a hot chocky. Lovely. Go enjoy making your hot chocky. I hope it goes well. Wait. I am meanwhile going to tame this orange fabric, which absolutely does not want to be tamed. My tea is in a precarious position. Don't move it over there. Stay safe, tea. On top. And then I'm going to start drawing around the pattern, I think. Would probably be the best way to do it because I've already got so many pins in the pattern. I think if I just pin it to it, it's going to be a nightmare, and I don't want to make my life a nightmare, so I'm going to draw around it. Do I have a fabric pen? No, but I do have a pencil. I'm going to use the pencil. Good stuff. Rocky, hi! How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. We are making shorts. And we are having REN FAIRE. feel free to grab yourself some food, if you fancy. Meanwhile, my sleeves will just continuously get in my way. I can feel them dragging. But that's okay. I don't know if I want it to be even slightly higher than this, but that's okay. And do a little drawing down here. Oh, it doesn't really strap too well. Let's try. There we go. A little more intense drawing. Better, better. All the way to the bottom on both sides, so that I can then move it up and get right to the edges. Nice. And then what I'll do is I'll pin the two pieces together and cut it out. Cool. And then I get that pinned piece of paper out the way, because that's kind of a nightmare. We don't want that anywhere near me. Ah, good, thanks. Doing pretty well yourself? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've honestly been looking forward to making these shorts, so I'm really happy just to be making them. It's like, yes, finally, it is time. It is time to make the shorts. The shorts look like one of the more fun pieces of the costume, so I'm just, yeah, I'm hype about actually making them. And I've got like a really fun plan for making the outside bits, which I'm kind of excited to try. It's probably not the most typical way of making them, but I'm excited to give it a go. And yeah, I want them to be intense, and I was like, what way can I make those like stripes really intense medieval stripes? I think just having them really 3D would make them look really intense. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make them 3D, and I'm excited about that. That sounds really fun. Also, I really like the colour orange, and I don't sew with orange very often. It's also really difficult to get orange fabric in general, so just having this much orange is like, heck yeah! So much orange! Orange is a lovely colour. I am going to have to come back and cut some strips of this later as well, for the waistband and such, but I'll hold off on that for now. It's not too important right now. Onto the table, get it flat, and just cut around the line. I'm giving it quite a seam allowance because I'm anticipating doing like a nice hem on some of these bits, and I'm like, I'm gonna give myself some space to do that. I don't know that I'm necessarily gonna do a good job first time, so on the off chance that I don't, let's give myself some good space. And let's snip this and some space up here. And a little turn around the corner. I have also got a zip for this, so if I want to put a zip in the back, which I'm not sure whether I do yet, I think that I will, rather than making it elasticated, I think that I will make it just with a zip in the back, so that it stays quite tight. And not too, like, it won't change how it looks too much, I think. Ooh! Punisher, hi! And a horn! We can have a horn for Punisher! Absolutely. Although, wait, my horn has removed itself. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Get back here, horn. You are needed. There we go. Have the horn. Sorry about that, Punisher. It's because I had to restart my laptop. The horn was like, you're on vacation. Oh dear. Pumpkin will have it spelled. Yeah! Pumpkin. Is pumpkin, so we have to make pumpkin. The puffiest of pumpkin shorts. Very exciting. I do also have to make some little pumpkin wrist things, but I think I'll do that separately. Like, completely separately. Not at the same time. You know, it's kind of nice coming to the stream as well, because normally at the end of the stream I'm like, who's live in Makers and Crafting? Who can we raid? And it's always kind of a thing at the end of the stream. Whereas today, I know exactly who we're raiding. I know what's going on during this stream. I'm like going into stream knowing I know what's going on. It's different. I kind of like it though. Also, we have 2 pieces there, so that's both legs. Nice and easy hunts for horn. Oh my god, sleeves. I've got to find it. It's because we have several horns, like variations of horn. We have the true Vanger horn, the one everyone is used to. But then we have the original horn, which nobody probably knows because it was from before I altered it, where it's really quiet and like sounding. I don't want to click that one because that's a disappointing horn. Nobody wants that horn. I don't want to do that horn for anyone. That's a sad horn. Yeah. Made hot chocolate a bit strong, but oh well. Oh no. I hope the dude is still delicious. Also, speaking of which, I should probably drink some of my tea. Oh, and another horn. Also, purple hair. Yeah, it does look really purple in this light. It is definitely more purple for sure than it was before because I put like a bright pink in it. I was like, the ends are a little bit what do you call it? Faded? Too faded? So I was like, I'll put something brighter in it. And here we are. Bright. Vengerhorn and C. Also, Jay, hi! Hope you're doing well. I love the haircut I got. Thank you, Jay. Yes, it's still red at the base. I think that shows up. It's still very red at the base. It's just the ends are like all purpley. So you got 2 colours now. Yeah. Okay. What steps do I want to take? Do I want to do the legs individually? Excuse me. I think I probably want to do the legs individually. Which means... Oh my god. Truck driver! Screams are better! I thought you had to go drive trucks. I thought the trucks were calling you. They're calls. Should they go unanswered? Thank you for the 100 bits again. That's very, very kind of you. Oh. Ah! It is a good scream. I did listen to a lot of screams before I picked out the scream that I liked the most. It was an interesting afternoon of like, not sure about that scream. Not sure about that scream either. Now that scream, that's the one that I want. That's a good scream. Back of the truck left open and biddies keep falling out. I'm playing a traffic. Oh no, that's not safe. Unless I guess you're playing the stream while in traffic, I suppose. Which I suppose is something that's different. But there it is. Also, for those who'd forgotten the other fabric, here it is! It's the intense one. It back. With vengeance. The intense fabric. Beautiful royalty free. Yeah, it is the beautiful royalty free scream. But you know what? I don't even see it as a royalty free scream. I just see it as like it's the highest of quality screams in my mind. Right, this one. It needs to be backed onto an interfacing is the only thing because it's got a one-way stretch which is really annoying. Not keen on the one-way stretch. It's bothersome. We need to cut out those 2 pieces again from this, but then we shave a little bit off and we cut shapes into it and then we shave bits. This bit's gonna be a bit weird, but we'll work it out. You know what? No. We won't do it out of this one first. I've changed my mind. I have had a better idea, but I need to find the interfacing first. Here. That's not the interfacing. The issue is the interfacing is black, and so is a lot of the other fabric that I have in here. Like it's one of these. But under this lighting, God knows which one it is. And honestly, the fur takes up so much space. Ah, there it is. When I say it's black, it's actually more of a grey. But that's okay. It's technically black interfacing. This black interfacing is never really black. It's always a little bit disappointing. The this is iron in interfacing, which I will actually be ironing in. And I want to cut that same pattern out of this interfacing. And then I'm going to draw on it. Some shapes. Yeah. Sean, hi! How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to REN FAIRE. Please grab yourself some food should you feel like it. Otherwise, I hope you just enjoy your stay. So, let me... God, interfacing. Oh, it is large, but that's okay. I don't know if it shows it on screen, but it is grey. But it's meant to be black, but it is grey. Grab that piece of paper again. I'll get it the right way up so I don't get confused. Yo. Okay, I now need to make sure that I have some extra space on both sides because I'm going to be adding some extra length onto this piece. Now, will it do white pen? I don't think that it will. I get this feeling that it's probably not gonna. I want to give it a good try. Turkey drumstick. Turkey drumstick is not option. You have meat, you have soup, you have pud. And Matrix, hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. What are we crafting today? What's REN FAIRE jelly? So REN FAIRE is like a Renaissance fair. So it's like people will go to Renaissance fairs, they'll sometimes dress up, so I've dressed up today. And you kind of go, you have different foods, you'll see stalls of people be like often making their own crafts or displaying crafts that they've made. And that could be metal work, it could be pottery work, it could be sewing work. And you can buy those homemade crafts that are often like a little bit more traditional. And there'll be some like more traditional sports going on. Could be like medieval in nature and things like that. You'll have like more live music at the event, so like more folk style stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty good. Ale. There is no ale. There is only meat, soup, and pud. No ale because there might be younger people here. That's a no good. Can't have something that excludes people. That's sad. That would be a sad. Although there would probably be ale at that sort of thing. Wash your meat down with soup. Oh, none of these show up on this. No! I do have a better white pen, I just don't know where it is. Because I lose all of the stuff that I like. Because I use it and then I lose it. I don't look after it. This is my problem. I don't look after the stuff that I like and I get left with the ones that don't really work. Oh dear. It has happened again. Raven, thank you for the follow. Hi, how are you doing? I have lost the stuff that I like. We could try this one. This one sometimes works better. Yes, this is an improvement. We have some colour. I can work with this. Dear. Here for the puddings. Have you handed? Yeah! Nice. And Daddy Harcoon, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Please grab yourself some food should you feel inclined. We have meat, soup, and pud. We do not have all the other things people have put it in chat. We are limited. Yeah, I actually haven't ever been to a Renaissance fair, but the more that I looked into them, the more that I realised that the fairs that I went to growing up were very, very similar to Renaissance fairs, just because the area that I grew up in was a very, very small village in England where we had very traditional fairs. Well, we called them fêtes, but yeah. And because of that, they just ended up being very, very similar to Renaissance fairs. But I guess, more traditional still, because the sort of things that we did were things like more traditional dances, stuff like that. Like we'd have Morris dances, we'd have maypole, which are things that often won't appear in, oh, Raven, thank you for the host as well, that's very kind of you. There's things that don't necessarily appear in Renaissance fairs in other countries because I guess it is so specific, but they are definitely more old-fashioned things, which I never thought of until I left my village and was like, oh yeah, I've never seen a hog roast or a maypole since, but like those were things that were very traditional that I grew up with in my little village in England. But yeah, but that's why the meat is a hog roast, because that would be the traditional sort of meat that I would have had. And you know what? I think Renaissance fairs are generally based off more Celtic things, right? So with that being the case, I think that it fits. And also, you know what? If you're a fan of me, I'll try a hog roast at some point because they're very good. They generally are very, very good. I mean, I may be biased, but they're very good. Oh wow! I need a cool hunter follow gif. They're one of the stock ones. So if you have Twitch and you're a streamer, they'll be one of the stock ones normally. Yeah. Hopefully, it should be nice and easy to get. Sleep. I want to go to a Renaissance fair. I mean, I want to as well, just to see what the differences are between the fair that, oh, like, again, it gets confusing for me because, like, it's pincushion. Pincushion. Why did you betray me like this? I didn't even see where you went. Excuse me, I've just had a major betrayal on part of my pincushion. Excuse me. Where have you gone? You straight up roll away, but you're full of pins. Oh my god. Right, I see where it's gone. I'll be back in a second. It's being a butt. And I know where it's gone, but it's like, it rolled. And I'm wearing a full dress. It's so difficult to move when you're wearing a full Renaissance dress. Excuse me 2 seconds. I must leave. And it moved all my buttons as well. Oh. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Honestly. Jesus Christ. Roll all the way over there. It's a long way to go for something covered in pins, and I've probably got pins all over my floor now. Oh dear. The ultimate betrayal. Zay, hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to grab yourself some food should you feel like it. Hides pincushion, Zay! How could you? That's another betrayal. Oh dear. Only Renfro I get to do is Palace Monku Castle. I do fighting and living history. Nice! See, now that I live in Wales, because I lived in England growing up, but I came to Wales for university and I just ended up staying, so I've been here for like I always forget, but it's like 6 or 7 years I've been here now, so I've been here for quite a while. And there are so many lovely castles in Wales. So many. So I'm very fortunate in that outside of lockdown, it's very, you can do like a lot of nice day trips to castles should you want to. So if you're someone who is a fan of history, a lot of nice castles in Wales. That's nice. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. And I do like a bit of history, and I also really like historic buildings. So for me, that's been lovely. Oh, and Helma Helene, hi! Thank you. Thank you for the follow. It's very kind. Welcome. Do feel free to grab yourself some food should you feel inclined. Meanwhile, I'm just going to be trimming this. I'm leaving a huge seam allowance at the bottom, but there is good reason for it. I'm not just being wasteful, I promise. There's reason. Also, I'm just going to get rid of all that fabric to one side. The rest of it doesn't need anywhere near that. In fact, I'm actually probably just going to cut it along the line. There we go. Because we don't actually really need seam allowance for this one, since we'll be ironing it on rather than sewing around it. Yeah. You're clearly feeling a lot better compared to yesterday. Yes. Oh my god, yeah, migraine is gone. I didn't sleep super great, but I feel fine. Like, migraine is gone. It is away, finally. It felt like it took a while to leave, but it's gone. Sometimes they be like that. Sometimes it feels like they just want to hang around and like hang over your head, but it wasn't that bad for a really long time, so that's been nice. And today I'm absolutely fine. To leave a good allowance at the top there as well. Yeah, the reason we're doing this is because I want these pieces to just be slightly bit taller than the original pattern, so that they puff out a bit from the design, but only height-wise, not width-wise. Go. But I don't know how much yet, so I'd rather go just a little bit too tall and then shorten it rather than not have enough. I'm gonna save this because that's like a reasonable size piece. Don't. Pencil. There we go. Okay, cat's open and chill and chat. My cat is a cold. Oh, he spent the last week freaking out about it. Oh, bless him. I hope he feels better soon. No, that's completely fair enough. You look after your cat, and I hope that your cat feels better soon. And honestly, never feel sorry about not chatting in chat. You saying hi, that's fine. If you never want to say hi, that's fine also. Hello, you were on my recommended, so I lurked for a bit in your channel. So cute. I had to follow. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. We're actually doing a special stream today. So this is part of a collaboration with like loads of other streamers where we're like doing one after another after another after another. And wait! Anonymous gifter? Wait, I can't even thank you because you're anonymous. Oh no. Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. That's very, very kind of you. Also, you've activated the horn and the tentacles. Thank you so much. Oh dear. Oh yeah, and Swear said Truck Driver popped in earlier and did send a lot of gifted subs as well. I hope that you enjoy your emotes, but obviously to anyone who's received a gifted sub, please don't feel the need to continue the subscription after your month is up. I hope that you enjoy them for the month, but please feel no need to continue them or anything like that. No pressure, enjoy your month. Oh dear. My sleeve is falling off. Right. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Yeah, thank you. Right, what I need to do now is draw a pattern onto this that we will cut out from this, and that will be the 3D pieces on the, like, so the 3D velvet pieces on the shorts. So where we want the like eyes to be, for instance, we want to make sure that we draw that on here. And we want to leave little gaps between the pieces because, yes. Otherwise we won't see the orange piece that we just cut out between them. So we've got to leave little gaps, really small ones. Also, hello fellow tea drinker. Aye. We are in fact fellow tea drinker. You like D&D? I do. I like roleplay in general, so I like roleplay games, I like tabletop RPGs. Big fan of them. At the moment, I'm not actually in a, what do you call it, like, I was in some 5th edition campaigns, I'm not in them anymore. Like, lockdown and things like that's made it a bit difficult, so right now my only campaign is a Vampire the Masquerade campaign. So I was in Oh, and oh no, technically I'm in a long-running 5th edition one, but it's like a really slow one, long-running one. But yeah, I was at one point I was in 4 during like a couple months ago. I was in 2 5th edition, 1 Pathfinder, and Vampire the Masquerade. That was intense, but those tend to be the ones that I play. Pathfinder 5th edition and Vampire the Masquerade. I like those ones. I would play others as well, but like I think with the DMs that I know and things like that. Oh, and Battle, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, welcome. Grab yourself some food if you feel like it. And Raven, you like D&D as well? You know, it's odd because I feel like a couple of years ago, I felt like nobody played D&D. Just because I feel like I hadn't talked to anyone about it. But as soon as you start saying, oh yeah, I like D&D and I play pretty frequently. I play at least once a week. It's like, oh no, I like D&D, I like D&D, I love D&D, I play this, I play this, I play this tabletop RPG, I play this one. It's like, oh my god, so many people like it as well. When did everybody start liking this? But I guess like people have liked it for a really long time. It's just not something a lot of people say. But no, I love it. I've loved it for a while. It just can be a little tricky, and especially at the moment, to find, I think, a group that you gel with and who are consistently playing. It's been a little bit more tricky. But I've been very fortunate. The main group that I play with are chill, and I play like the Vampire the Masquerade group that I play with. The one campaign that I'm in at the moment has been going for like over 2 years. I've had the same character, he still hasn't died, somehow. And yeah, it's been great. I've had a great time with it. Right, I'm staying here, you can't move me on, I'm stuck here. Nope, this is wholesome, wholesome is lovely. I mean, we basically just sew, and on Wednesdays we play scary games. I need to draw a big circle. Oh, an SC2QT! SC2QT! Thank you for the follow. Hi! Also, bye. Hi, Battle, how you doing? I mean, I posted the link to your stream in my Discord. I hope that's okay. Yeah, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Honestly, you always welcome more chat about D&D. Also, I'm a little worried about the circles. I want them to be probably about here. This is a guess. I think here is a good space for the circle. I don't want them too low because otherwise they're going to look like they're on level with my crotch, and that's not what I want. So I think here actually would be a good area for them to be. If I do them both at the same time, they should be equal. So that's kind of my thoughts here, is I want to get this all done at once so that the pieces are even. Also, here's a skill that I kind of have been practicing, and that is my ability to draw a circle. I don't have too many skills, but like, I feel like my ability to draw a circle has improved. Yay! I'm a full-time crafter for D&D. Oh, wait, really? I'm playing about 20 years now. It's in 5 campaigns before bloody lockdown. So much fun. So okay, 5 campaigns, whoa. I don't know how you keep up. Like, I was already, after 4, I really loved all the campaigns I was in. I think it's also because I work, I don't know if like, it was, I think, we all work jobs, and we were struggling to find a time where we all were like, not at work. And that was difficult because we were coming out of lockdown and being like, we all have to go back to work. Because I was furloughed, a few other people were furloughed too. And my work, yeah, made it difficult to do for. But hey ho, I still enjoyed it. But yeah, it was good. I really liked it. I don't know how people managed to do like 5 consistently and manage to meet up with all the people, because it's like, we can barely find a time where we're all off work. But I love it. I love it so much. I would do more, but it's good. And yeah, at the moment we are currently having to take a little break on it because it's Halloween month, but making a bard costume from the Pathfinder 2 ebook because I liked the look of it. And showing my community wholesome places to go that were very good. Beans! Yes! We like beans. That's why our 1 month subscriber in 2 months and everything like that, they become beans. Because jelly beans. Also, Winged, hi, how you doing? Fellow dice maker. Oh, you make dice? Oh, that's dangerous. That's a danger. Circle drawing is stronger. This one, winged, thank you. So yeah, I did a circle. Oh dear. So yeah, this is going to be where we put the fire fabric that we made before. For those who haven't seen it, here's some fire that we made. It looks a bit odd, but it will look cool when it's cut into circles, I think. Yeah, that'll look cool. And so we'll put like a circle of that into that. And that will be where that goes. And then the rest of this just now needs an outside. It needs quite a thick outside though. We don't want them to be too thin. If they're too thin, it'll be a problem quite quickly. Because it's not super thick fabric, we're not putting really thick interfacing into it. The interfacing in this is quite thin. So yeah, we need them to be quite thick. But yeah, I think that looks pretty solid. Pretty solid? Yeah. And Shifty Fluke, hi! Greetings, Circle Drawer. I hope you're having a good day. I'm proud of the circle. Rarely. I'm no good at it. Oh, fair enough. It was something that I looked into at one point because I was like, if I can make my own dice, maybe I won't spend the money on them. But I kind of just like seeing what other people make. So yeah. Look at me smashing that follow button even. Also, Daddy Queen, hi! How are things? I hope you're having a good day. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing very well. We are making the shorts, so I'm having a lovely time. I am. I'm making the shorts, but I'm just trying to make sure that I make them considerately to the shape of leg, if that's okay. I think I can do that. Considerate shorts to the shape of leg, because leg has that slight curve on it. The leg curve. Basically there's like that weird curve on it which I want to make sure that I'm following a little bit, otherwise it might look weird. I'm about to start a D&D business with fellow streamer here on Twitch too, making dice and pretty things to fill in the dice goblin needs. I have 4 dice that I really like and none of them roll well for me. I have other dice too. I do have others and they roll better for me, I just don't like how they look. So I have 4 dice that I think look nice and they don't roll nice for me. My needs are in the dice goblin. I am getting there. I need more dice to become a dice goblin, I think. But I'm getting there. I like picking them up when I go to conventions. I'd like to say, it distracted me to come here for a wholesome time. I was full of his nice chill vibes. Jump Pogo, hi! How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We are making pumpkin shorts. Welcome to my booth. If you feel like grabbing some food, you can grab some food. We have meat, soup and pud. Feel free to grab some should you desire meat, soup and or pud. These are our options today. They are also basically the only options we've ever had. We did also have a soup command before, which confused the heck out of me. Because I was like trying to add a soup command and it wouldn't add it, and I was like, why can't I add a soup command? Is there like some guideline against adding soup? It's like, you can't add this. And I was like, why can't I add this? I'm confused. It's just soup. I should be able to add a soup command, surely. But it was because I already had a soup command. And it was because we had it so that if somebody typed in soup, it would play the soup song. And I don't know who added that command. It was not me. But that's what happened if somebody did it before. Maybe I want this to be 2 actually. There's quite a lot of space here. Let's make this 2. But I can tell you, it confused the heck out of me this morning when I was like, why can't I add soup? Soup should not be difficult, but I'm really struggling with adding soup. Yeah, that's a better size, because I need this to go to the edge. Oh, Helene, thank you for the host. That's very kind of you. Oh, and Turp, good morning. I hope you're having a good day. You are. I'm glad to hear it, Daddy Coon. No pancakes. There is no pancakes. I'm sorry, but with the pud, you do get a little bag of different things. Yeah. So Helene's got some tea cake, ladder cakes, and a mini ice bun. She's got a few things there. Guessing pudding isn't chocolate. It is not. And yeah, we kind of just gone with things that I would get at a fair. Like you'd get like, well again, I keep calling it fair and it confuses the heck out of me because like, that's not what I would have called it growing up. But I will continue to call it a fair because this is Ren Fair. But I would have called it a fate. But for the purposes of Ren Fair, if I call it a fate, please correct. It is not in fact a fate, it is fair. And this is fair grub, not fate grub. Did not call it that. But you know when something's ingrained in your system, that's where I'm at. It's ingrained in my system. Right, okay, I need to label these. This is 3. This is 2. This is 1. Good. Make my life easier. 1, 2, 3. And Redaboo, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. How did your stream go? I hope that it went well. I popped in for like 2 seconds and then I started having technical difficulties. I'm so sorry. I was gonna watch it this morning before my stream, but I hope that it went well. Yeah, hog roast, for anyone who has not had it. If you are someone who eats meat, it's such a lovely experience, really good. It's something that we have in the UK. I don't know if it's so common in Wales, but it's common in small villages in the UK. In England, for sure. It's really good. But again, not so good if you're a vegetarian. For reasonably obvious reasons, I would assume. But, yeah. Soup. Use a warm mug of veggie soup. Yeah, it's important to stay warm while you travel the fair. It is indeed important. You know, it's October right now. It's not super warm over here. Fire, work with me. You're not working with me, you're working against me. There's some fabric on the desk that it knocked, well, no, the pin cushion knocked it off really. I shouldn't be too rude to the fabric itself. The pin cushion is the main villain in this. Oh dear. Is this leek and potato? It's veggie, so it could be leek and potato. You know, you could receive any combination of vegetables in that soup. I might have to stay here, it's very lovely. Oh, that's very kind of you. You're welcome to stay as long as you fancy. We won't kick you out. we just craft, talk about stuff. Sometimes we talk about D&D, sometimes we talk about anime, sometimes we talk about crafts. A lot of the time we talk about food. I can't even front on that one. A lot of the time we talk about food. I get hungry a lot. I'm a hungry person. Oh, sorry, Mike. Smack the microphone. Oh, I use some good shapes. That'll be number 4. It's good, thanks. Lovely. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, I'm in Cornwall. Every pub and outdoor facility that hosts a festival has a hog roast and cider ale pie. Yes. Okay, so you weren't far from me. I grew up in Hampshire, and I don't live there anymore. I live in Wales now. I've lived there for like 6-7 years. But yeah, we would have at every fete like a hog roast. Like some people in the local butchers or something. Especially this time of year, you'd have a hog roast, and it was like such a local thing to do. And at the local fete, you'd just have one, and we even had it at like our school. And I mentioned this on stream before, and you know, our school would raise pigs, and a few of the local schools got involved in this. You taught kids how to raise animals, and then you'd eat the pigs, and you'd have sausages, and you'd have hog roast, and it'd be like a big thing. And it was, yeah, the local butchers would help you through it, like help you with it. Like you wouldn't cook the animal or, you know, butcher the animal, the butchers would. You just raised them. But like, that would be a bit intense. But yeah, every year. A lot of the local schools did that kind of thing. I mean, they weren't huge schools to be fair, but like, yeah, like, I haven't really heard of that so much over here, but maybe it's done in Wales as well, and I could be incorrect there. I will stand to be corrected if I am wrong. Apologies. But yeah. It was just a cool little thing that we did. And hog roast is delicious. Really, really good. You get such a nice variety of meat with it, and it's all really smoky and like good quality. No, most of the time it's very, very good quality meat, and you get like a bit of crackling. You get a bit of everything. It's nice. It's nice. Oh, vegetable buttered soup. Yeah, very traditional. Very traditional. And like a lot of the time as well, like the vegetables would be from local places. Because we'd have at the village, you'd have a area of something often, and it might have been a few weeks before, or it might have been at the time. But a lot of, let's say a few weeks, a few days before, they'd do, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a competition where in the village you could put your vegetables out and compare them to other people's vegetables. I don't know what you call that, like a competition to see who's done the best veg, basically. And then pop it in and do a veggie soup. There you go. I cannot remember what it's called. There you go. You have a veggie soup. Very traditional. Very, very traditional. Again, it's a good time of year for that sort of thing as well, because that tends to happen, I want to say, in like September. And since we are just now like beginning of October, it feels like that'd be maybe a little bit late, but like fair amount of time for that to be happening. For like a lot of the veg to just be at the end of their season. So if you're looking for like largest veg of the season, you would be doing it around this time. And like larger veg don't often have a stronger taste. Not all the time, but generally. So it's like, you want big veg, put them in a soup. They probably don't taste as strong. Put them in soup. Again, not always the case, but could be the case. I mean, that's not one that I would say that I did, but yeah. I mean, that being said, I did go to see the vegetable competition though, quite a few times. I considered at one point putting my vegetables into the competition, but I never did. And there was one year where I regretted it because I saw that my leeks were actually probably better than the leeks that won, and I was like, oh, I could have won if I only entered my leeks into the competition. No! But I didn't enter my leeks into the competition, so they didn't win. That was on me. I would have had to enter them if I wanted them to win at the end of the day, and I didn't enter them, so I can't really be salty that they didn't win. But I did have better leeks that year. Just saying. Oh, autumn's best time for hog roast, for sure. Very intense. Imagine raising it then having to kill it yourself at that age. Yeah, Cresso, that would have been very intense. Also, hi Cresso. If you fancy some meat. They went slightly less intense option of having caterpillars and grow them into butterflies. I mean, we did that sort of thing as well. We also grew cress. Smooth, hi, how you doing? I'm doing wonderful, thank you. I hope you're doing well, Smooth. Isn't this a plot to Wallace and Gromit movie? I don't know, they do grow vegetables in that, but like we also grew vegetables. It's true, but it happens all the time. Blocker, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Also, thank you, Blocker. Fresh local foods tend to be the best. Oh yeah. And like also it's because quite often you'll grow a lot of one vegetable, and like I definitely didn't do this as much as like I wasn't like one of these people really, because I was like young. I lived with my family, but there were other people in the village. And there's always someone who's like, I've grown a ridiculous amount of like spinach. You want some spinach? And you'd be like, all right. And so you'd take someone else's veg and maybe like, they'd be like, oh, and like, for instance, our family made marmalade. So you'd give them some marmalade and you'd take some of their spinach. And now this is something that I would say is like one of the few things where I'm like, oh, that's kind of a thing that I don't really get now, but like was kind of nice, was that environment of being like, oh, cool. I've made, because I think one year we made like 30 pots of marmalade, and like marmalade keeps a long time, and you'd just be like, oh, thanks so much for all of this kale this year, I really appreciate it. Oh, do you want to pop a pot of marmalade? We've like made tons this year. Do you want a pot? Here you go. Oh, Smooth, Criminal, thank you so much for the host as well. It's very kind of you. Oh, it's like nice. I mean, obviously there was a lot of downsides. Like, you know, it was very difficult to get hold of certain things. Like, my shoes are broken. Ugh. Guess it's a long way to get new shoes. And like, there's a lot of stuff in the village that I couldn't get hold of. And like, traveling was a bit of a pain. And fabric shops. Oh heck no, there was no fabric shops there. My god, trying to get fabric? Absolutely not. And I think even when I did travel to go to a fabric shop, there was one. And that was like an hour away. So it was like, no fabric shops for me. No fabric shops for Jelly. But even though it was a small village, we didn't really have too much. I think there was at one point a haberdashery pretty close, but I think that's closed down now. So even if I wanted to live there, it's like, wouldn't be good for me anymore. But yeah. Other than that, there was a lot of really nice things that I feel like the community shares a lot. It's like, and that was nice. Whereas in bigger communities, you don't really have that, and you can't really have that easily. I like that. That was really nice. But yeah, when it comes to like a fair or a fete, you see all of that community come out, and it's like, hey, this is what I've done this year. This is what I've done this year. This is what I've done this year, and it's really nice to see, because you'll see all of the stalls of people and what they've made, because people make stuff in their house all the time, right? And you'll see what people have been making, and it's really, really nice. And because you know these people as well, it's not like all of them are strangers. And to a lot of people, I was so-and-so's grandchild or so-and-so's daughter. Like, I wasn't necessarily like me. I wasn't Jelly. I was Jelly's. I was like, oh, you know, grandchild. But like, you know, I was known, and I knew these people as well. And seeing what they made for the year was really cool. Oh, pudding! Yeah! Small village communities are best. One of the things about living down here is still very old-fashioned. Yeah, that is the only thing. There's a lot of very old-fashioned things which are really nice, but it can also make you feel quite trapped sometimes, which is... It's such a positive and a negative. There's like nice things, there's really sweet things and lovely things, and the community is wonderful. But as far as like, there are things where it's like, and obviously I couldn't have gone to university from there if I wanted to. Currently on my way to... Ooh, wait, you're going to Minnesota? Nice! You've been hit by, you've been hosted by a smooth criminal. Thank you so much. It was very kind of you. Right, I'm going to cut these pieces out now. These are going to be strips that are going to become the outside of the shorts. And I think it'll just be a little bit easier once I've ironed these to the whatchamacallits, the orangey bits. Because I'll iron them to it, then cut them out from it. And I need to remember to write the number on the back as well, because otherwise I'm not going to know what all these bits are, because they all look so similar. And I've left little gaps between them, so hopefully I'll still be able to see the orange underneath. Hopefully. We shall see on that one. Excuse me. Sorry. Trading goods is still a thing in more rural areas. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like, because you know your neighbour. And your neighbour makes kale. You make marmalade. That's a good trade. If you like marmalade. If they like marmalade and you like kale. I like kale, so I'm kind of alright with it. I guess a lot of people don't like kale though, so maybe that wouldn't be a good trade to a lot of people. I like kale! Right, that is number 7. I'm going to take a lot of the pins out of this actually, because I probably only need one in it to keep them together. So this is down by the butt, and then this will be up by the front. I'm making assumptions there. Also, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but these, because it's interfacing, this side here has like a glue on it, so it's really bumpy. And then this side's really smooth. I don't think it was sharp because it's kind of see-through. But so this smooth side is the side I'll iron, and then this side is the side that's going to attach to the fabric. It's got loads of tiny, tiny droplets of glue on it. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, you're correct. It was Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit. You're making shorts. Yes, I'm making the shorts right now. And I'm making the puffy panels that come off of the shorts. And I want to make them really 3D. And this is a way that I can think that's going to make them the most 3D. That's how I'm doing it. By making them the most 3D I can think to make them. Which is like this. Which to me looks really fun. I think that'll be fun. 3D puffy shorts. Heck yeah. We need little spaces between them so that the orange underneath can show through, which is a dark orange. And then the puffy piece, these pieces, they're gonna iron to the back of orange that goes over the top, and the orange that goes over the top is like a velvet orange, which is brighter. Yeah. And then we have the panels where the fire goes through. Oh, it's gonna look sick. I have high hopes for this. I think this is gonna look sick. And if it doesn't look sick, it's gonna look interesting. Which is another way of saying sick. Yeah. Lucky that we have a university 40-minute drive. Only a 20-minute drive away. I'm lucky to... Oh yeah, lucky drive really. But I've always been brought up in a small community. The island I'm from in Norway was mainly inhabited by generations of family, but other families that grew up in the island, and it was all really close knit. Lovely. Oh dear. Yeah, it's definitely a different type of environment from like city living for sure. Like I did live in the centre of Cardiff for a while, and as far as cities go, Cardiff is a lovely city, but I don't think I could do it for very long. It's very intense. So yeah, we no. Too much. It was nice. Enjoyed it while I was there. Like at university. And then it was like, and now, no longer. But Wales itself is a nice country. Oh, meat! Yeah! Chitterbook share! Oh, Winter, hi, how you doing? And Miss Daly, hi! I live in the mountains of northern New Mexico, so I make plum and raspberry jam for people with sheep so I can get the wool for yarn. Oh, plum and raspberry jam sounds delicious. That sounds so good. Yeah, I'd trade for that. Ordered marmalade? I can make extra marmalade for that. Thing is, marmalade is definitely not for everyone. It's probably not the best trade item because, like, a lot of people don't like marmalade. It's kind of like one of those tastes where it's like it puts a lot of people off, I think, because it's quite intense. A lot of people are like, ugh, marmalade. I'm like, no, my tradable item. My only tradable item is marmalade. Please, trade. Did I do a 6 on the back of this one? I don't think I did. Okay, now it's got a 6 on the back of it. I'm just gonna actually go and do like a really quickly. There we go. If I just draw on the back of where the other ones are, it should be on the back of them. Because otherwise I seem to be forgetting, and that's kind of an issue. Can't be forgetting that. This is kind of important. There we go. There we go. Okay, they should all have them now. Good. Twitch brine meat. That sounds so peaceful. It does, yeah. No. Oh, Winter. I've lived in Liverpool too. My dad's from Liverpool and he says he would move back in a heartbeat, but honestly I wouldn't. It's a lovely place. It's not meant for a country bumpkin. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I feel that. Like this thing, yeah. Like there are places where I can be like, honestly, a lovely place to live. Probably not for me, but like genuinely a lovely place to live, and if you know you like living in a city, Cardiff is really nice. Just not for me. Also, Cardiff could really do with a couple more fabric shops, to be quite honest. Like the one it has, really nice, but it could really do with some more. I'd really like to go to Manchester again soon because they have some lovely fabric shops, really nice ones. But, you know, under the current world situation, that might be a little bit difficult. That'd be going into England, and I can't imagine them letting me go to England anytime soon. especially not to do something like fabric shop. Doesn't seem like a good reason. Oh dear. Did you make the pattern for these yourself? Not really, no. I kind of found like a basic pattern for shorts, and then I drew up what I kind of wanted from that. So maybe I did kind of make... No, yes and no. I looked at other shorts patterns and I drew it based on those other shorts patterns. Also, I see those horns. We do 1 for Punisher and 3 for Dresser. Go, Winter. Jelly is ready to come. Winter, grab yourself some meat soup or turn. Do it. Did I do 4? I might have done 5 there, but if I did, I'm sorry you got an extra horn. Apologies. I may have given you an extra horn by accident. Sometimes it happens. Ah, I really miss traveling. Oh no. Also, marmalade, is it good for sweetener in tea? I had no idea. I've never put marmalade in my tea. I put it on toast. Put it on toast. I've never put it on tea. Or like you can put it on like cake. Marmalade is my favourite. I'm just not very good at making it. It's not... Because it kind of follows the same process as jam. It's just the sweetening is a little different because you kind of don't want it super, super sweet. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I really miss traveling. I'm sorry, Shifty. I get it. L. Morning, Red and Jelly. Jet Frost, hi. How are you doing? In winter, free horn. Oh, there was a free horn. So sorry. Free horn. Prime meat for winter. Yeah. Wasn't me this time. It wasn't. Oh, and Shifty got some pud and Red got some meat. Nice. And Ren, hi, how you doing? Rose are red, whites are blue, sunflowers are yellow. This is a poem. These are just gardening facts. We love some good gardening facts. Hope you're doing well, Ren. We are making some shorts. But these are interfacing panels for the bits that poof out from the shorts, because they need to be interfaced because the fabric itself is stretchy, and also I kind of do want there to be some extra structure on them. You know what? It ended up being a blessing in disguise. They like decided that the fabric decided it needed to be interfaced because it meant that I interfaced it. Good things. Although I am creating a lot of small strips of interfacing. Yeah. Why are you apologising for freehorn? Crackling, love me some crackling. I also love crackling. I remember in like university once, when I was on the course with a few other people, somebody mentioned to me, they were like, I heard that there's some people here that eat, they were talking about like eating skin off a pig and like frying it and eating like pig skin or something, and I was like, this sounds familiar. It sounds very familiar. People were being like, ew, that sounds gross, it sounds really greasy, and I was like, wait a minute. Isn't this crackling? Are you guys talking about crackling? And they were like, wait, do you eat this? And I was like, oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Oh. Like, these were friends. We were good friends with these people. We had a good laugh about it. But they'd never eaten crackling. And they refused. They absolutely refused. They were not going to try it. They were not happy about the idea of it. They were like, oh no, sounds grim. And I was like, no, it's so good. It's so tasty. But yeah. I guess on paper, if you spell it out like that, maybe it doesn't sound so good, but like, crackling is delicious. It's like, for me, if I'm having pork, it's the best bit for me. I think it's so good. Because also, you don't get like a whole lot of it, so it's just like that extra bit on top. I really like it. Especially when it's done well. Oh, the extra sprinkling of flavour. But, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, it did take me a minute to realise what they were talking about though, because I don't think they knew what it was, and I was confused when it was spelled out like that, because I'd never heard it spelled out like that. Rose of the Red, Violets of Blue, Shinderu. Oh my god, I am already dead. Rose of Black, Violets of Black, everything is like, I am blind. Oh no! Yes, East Country pumpkin. Ah, same. Same. We all there. Same. If you couldn't already tell by all the stories I've been telling. Same. Oh. I hate crackling. No! Punisher! Is it not for you? That's fair. It's not gonna be for everyone. There's a lot of things I think a lot of people like that I've tried and I've been like, it's not for me. But I like trying them. As long as I've tried it, given it a good go, it's like, there we go, I tried. But it wasn't for me. Where's the red? Violets are red, bushes are red, trees are red. Somebody help, my garden's on fire! Oh no! It's weird when people still find gross like bacon or chicken skins. Fine. Yeah, I think it's just maybe somebody described. I think what they'd heard is they'd heard a description of it on the internet, and they were like, "Ew, people eat this," but they hadn't actually seen it or seen like the way it's served or presented or how it's eaten, stuff like that. So they had like a really bad idea in their mind of what it was. Whereas, you know, in reality, it's a really nice sort of like accompaniment to eating pork. And, or maybe you have it at the pub occasionally. But it's not maybe what they had it bigged up in their minds to be. Like, I think they had it bigged up in their minds to be some sort of fear factor food sort of thing. When in reality, it's not that at all. And again, on paper, I could kind of understand why they might have had it bigged up like that, but it just isn't. But then maybe a lot of people feel like that about fear, like foods that get put on something like fear factor. Like, honestly, just give it a go and you will see that it doesn't really deserve to be there at all. Like, it's probably not as bad as you think that it is once you try it. I think maybe there's some that deserve to be there, but maybe not as many. Tastes like bacon fat and we hate fat. No, that's fair. I think good, it tastes more like salty and crispy, but like, yeah, some taste different. Thought you were gonna say covered in blood. It's not for me at all. All I know is, oh, I tried crackling on the first taste, I spat it out in like 5 seconds. Again, it's not gonna be for everyone. Personally, I like it. I like some more than others. Like, there definitely is good crackling that is a little bit sad, but you know, it's not the easiest thing in the world to make, so you can't always blame people. It's tricky. Is it pork? Yes, I'm gonna eat it. I feel that. Feel that. That piece up here. Oh, did I go too far? No, I don't think so. And then trim this bit because this bit is just a little bit. There we go. That should be the last strip, I think. Nice. Right, so these are all our strips. They need to get ironed, which means I need to grab the ironing board. And the iron. Iron it onto the other fabric. Yes. Yes. Except for the one with the hole, which takes maybe a little bit more effort, but we can work that one out. The one with the hole takes a little bit more effort because I do need to. I think. No, the one with the hole doesn't take more effort. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in Cambodia, deep fried tarantulas are considered a delicacy. I'd rather eat pigskin than that. That's fair. Oh, I'm not judging. I'll just give it insight. Yeah, this is the thing. There are gonna be people that don't, like, straight up don't like it. They'll try it and they'll be like, ah, heck no, that was not for me. Have you ever had bear meat? I have not, no. Maybe you just had some bad crackling. I mean, Bears don't exist in the UK, so no. I don't know if everyone here was from the UK or not. Nah, they won't be. But I had some gator and rattlesnake. Ah, gator is so good. So I'm not even. Can you try it again though? I'm from Alabama. Ah, how you read? I'm from West Virginia. Nice. Yeah. I've not tried a whole lot of stuff. I've tried ostrich, and like, that was nice. I would eat that again. In fact, I've had it a couple times now. It's good. It's just we don't see it very often. We get ostrich around Christmas. There's logic there, I'm sure. Around Christmas, ostrich comes into the shop. So we can buy ostrich steak, and that's pretty alright. I don't know why. I'm British. I'm also British. Right, I need to grab my ironing board. I will be right back. I gotta get that. Because otherwise, I can't iron anything, and I have to iron these. Also, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take me a moment because I am in, like, dress. And trying to maneuver in dress is not easy. It's tricky. In here. Whoop. Whew. Oh. Tricky. Right, move that there. Move this here. And then smack the background. Yes. Aha. Good stuff. Good stuff. That in fact looks okay. Right, let's get headset back on again. And then I'll start heating up the iron. Oh, I want gator now. Gator tastes like gamey chicken to me. Like some gumbo. Chicken taste. They have more fatty deer taste. Oh, see, I don't like venison. I think venison's a bit eh. And I've had it a lot. As someone who lives in the UK, you get a lot of that sort of stuff. They're like, oh yeah, venison. You must eat a lot of that. And it's like, I guess technically I've had quite a lot of venison. And I think that it's just such a meat. And that people eat it to be like, oh yes, I've had venison. La-di-da. And it's like, it's such a meat. Compared to a lot of the other ones, it's expensive. It doesn't taste that much better than most of the other ones. I just think it's bleh. And like, I feel like I've had reasonably good venison as well. Again, we grew up in an area with a lot of deer, and it's just always been kind of eh. In my mind, at least. That's my opinion on venison. And I do think a lot of people eat it just to be like, oh yes, now I've had venison. And it's like, I mean, you eat it to try it for sure. But if you're saying that you like it just because you think that's the right thing to say, it's like, fair enough. Oh dear. I don't want to. What? Whoa, venison is top tier. What kind of blasphemy is that? Wow. Oh dear, take it back, Jelly. Nah. Also, Pixie Hi! Fair time. It is in fact time for fair. Although we are also ironing. Time for iron. Also, apparently time for controversy because I don't think venison is that good of a meat. I think it's boring. And that it's hyped up. In fact, what do you call it? Overhyped. Overhyped. Yes. That's what I believe. It is in fact overhyped. And people say that it's really, really good, and it's in fact low tier meat. I'd rather eat chicken. And there are so many better meats. Like, definitely give it a try if you're someone who wants to try everything, because I think, you know, giving things a try. If you eat meat, why not? But yeah, it's okay. It's very expensive as well. I mean, even in an area that has a lot of deer available, which is probably one of the cheapest areas to get deer, it is still expensive. Oh dear. Take it back, Jelly. No! Sounds similar to kangaroo meat over here. Can we make sepsil, but generally pretty meh game meat. Yeah. This is the thing as well. You can like make it into a lot of things. You can dress it up nice. Absolutely. But the meat itself, it's alright. It's okay. It's nothing particularly special. I mean, it's not made to be special at the end of the day, though. If you think about it, they're not made to be that special. It's venison. I don't know. I don't know what people are expecting. It's not that good. Oh, dear. Oh. I love you and all, but you're about to catch these hands again. Mate, it's... God damn it. This is like the same thing with you thinking that Rem's best girl and you just wrong. Right, what is the number on this? Oh, sorry, Mike. Did I forget to write the number on this one as well? It's number 1. It had a pretty clear number on it, then. Come on now. Come on, where's the number? I can see it, actually. It's really faint. I need that to be more intense, because otherwise I'm going to lose that. It's okay, let's go on the back. I won't see it. Oh, you want to bring that up again? Anytime. Anytime that you wish to be proven wrong, I will bring it up. Right, I want to get that quite close to the edge because I don't want to waste too much of this fabric. Whee! Hopefully, by doing this, it'll activate the glue and we will have a piece. But we shall see. And that should also stop the velvet underneath from stretching. Because we do not want the stretchiest of the velvets. That's no good. That's a no good. No stretchy. We've got 2 things. Duck egg and venison. I'm not wrong about duck egg. It's silly. Also, we want some horns. We can have some horns. There's 1 horn. And there is another horn. Silly. It's a silly colour. No, this is... Okay, so here's my feelings about duck egg, right? And obviously, feel free to chime in if you have a different opinion on this, because, like, we're all about debates here, right? As long as they're not political. We're not about that. No politics. Keep that out of this chat. But, it's... Basically, you have curtains, right? On a store. You have curtains. And you know what they say? They say these curtains come in different colours. They come in different colours, these curtains. And what are those curtain colours? Well, you can have them in 5 different colours. And those colours, they are white, black, brown, cream, duck egg. What the heck? Why? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Why duck egg? Yeah, that's why it upsets me. Because you know what? And the thing is, what colour is duck egg? Well, duck egg, it's like a light blue, kind of grey blue. But what colour do duck eggs come in? Multiple colours. They don't come in just one colour. You can't do that to duck eggs. They come in multiple colours. So it's stupid. Putting unfair characteristics on an egg where they can't necessarily live up to it, and all the other colours are very much easily describing the colour of those curtains. One of them just doesn't do the job. If you ever open a PO box, I'm gonna send you a bunch of different stores and send you a bunch of test cards. Nothing but duck egg. I can never open a PO box. It's just gonna be spam of duck egg. Oh, duck egg. Oh god, not this again. Alright everyone, duck eggs in Discord. No! I think this is a valid argument. There are a few times where I feel like I put up a truly valid argument, but I feel like I put up a truly valid argument in the case against duck egg. That's it. It's a stupid colour. You know that thing where they're like, let's not go to Camelot, it's a silly place. Let's not use duck egg, it's a silly colour. Yeah, there's like curtains covered in eggs. The only way that I'd be happy with duck egg is if they sent me something like that. the only happy possibility. Also, this is now attached. Whoop, whoop. So this can't stretch now, and it's attached. I'm gonna have to leave some seam allowance around it so that I can attach it in, but it'd be really nice and easy to trim around it because it's got like a really nice thing. It doesn't show through. It's just nice. It's just nice, and I like it a lot. Yeah, a really nice, easy way to stop things from stretching. Attach some interfacing to them. You could obviously use white interfacing as well, but I've chosen to use just the black interfacing because of the costume we're doing. But like white interfacing would work too. Generally, I feel like that is the two most easy to get interfacing colours. You probably can get others, but those are the easiest ones to find in stores. Especially in iron-on. Oh, everyone duck is if you laugh, you're a duck. Cypress, hi, kick the door. Have no fear, Cypress is here. How you doing, Cypress? I hope you're having a good day. We are doing this. I am trying to get this laid in a nice way. Laid in a nice way so that I don't have a huge seam allowance. Tricky. Very tricky, but it's okay. Hope you're having a good day though. Feel free to grab some food if you fancy it. We have meat, soup and pud. Oh, I'm doing good, thank you. But your room is duck egg coloured. It is absolutely not duck. I am in a forest. And Dukazuruni, how you doing? I'm doing good. Again, feel free to grab yourself some food if you fancy it. What you're telling us is each of us needs to send a dozen duck eggs. No. The new head cam is working good. Oh, wait, my new hand cam. New hand cam working good. Oh, I like head cam, like this one? It can't keep up if I move too fast. But that's because it's the one that normally follows my machine, so if I'm like, whoa, 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 it won't keep up with the details. But that's kind of the best bit. Is it like, if I move really fast, it looks like I move even faster than I actually do. It's like, oh, you thought that this was the fastest I could do, but in fact it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's as fast as I can go. I can go really fast. I just woke up, lovely. I hope that you have a nice morning. A little mug of veggie soup, meat soup. There's no meat soup. You can only have meat or veggie soup. But you could put your hog roast in your soup if you fancied it. Here for pudding? Yeah. Right, love, you need to be off for a bit. It was lovely to meet you. Oh, it's lovely to meet you too. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Right, I'm just gonna keep ironing. Fuel. Clean hands. Get that glue attached. But also keep it flat. Did you set up a new one the other day? Oh wait, what did I set up? I set up mic. This is my new scene for the REN Fair. And then wait, Diet Nutella Dad, thank you for the follow. Hi. Welcome to REN Fair. Feel free to grab yourself some food if you fancy some. Oh, what did I set up? Because this is on the light. But that's only for today. We do have a new mic. Unless you mean when we had to redo all of the... I did say that we did have to redo all of the setup yesterday. That's a thing we did have to do. That was a... Well, not for yesterday, for Wednesday. I had to redo it all on Tuesday. That was a time. That was a time. Gotta go fast. Absolutely, always gotta go fast. I feel very fast on this camera. It's normally the one that follows my machine, and it can't keep up with high speed. And it's great. It makes me feel super fast. Like, whoa, so fast, so speedy. Oh dear. Meat in soup, oh no. You just got the meat. Oh, you redid the setup thing, it all looks good. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, this was the one that I was kind of worried about because it had so much that went into it, but it all came back together again in the end, so it's okay. I appreciate it, thank you. It was just putting all the cameras back in and resizing them and everything. It took a moment, but we got there. Yeah, because for this one I had to move it backwards and forwards from its original position to on the light bulb to get it set in place, but it's okay because we did it. Also, I'm getting lots of fluff on my iron from the velvet, so I'm gonna have to clean my iron after this, but that's okay. Iron can have a nice clean after this. Noises. Oh. Whee! I might cut these first two pieces off, just to prevent them from getting any damage from if I keep moving. There's my scissors. I know they're under here somewhere. Add word. Oh, heck yeah, add word. There they are. Add word has not been removed. Add word is not planning to be removed. Add word stays. So what I'll do is just cut around. Add word is just going to, not add word, I am just going to cut around where we've done this. It's probably going to leave a bit of fluff. That's okay. We're not going to do any of the sewing yet, but just because if I keep moving the fabric too much, it might start to separate it from the glue a little bit. Because this is older interfacing, I just imagine the glue is maybe not as strong as it once was, and I'd rather just play it on the safe side and not move it around more than I have to before I've reinforced it with some stitches, which I will do later. This white part of my dress is gonna get covered in fluff. I know it, it's gonna get covered. I'm gonna become fluffy. It's in my sleeve. My sleeves. Get in the sleeves. Look into the top bits. There we go. Aha. Aha. Cut that off the top. Yeah, right. Oh dear. Did you finish your exam? Congratulations! I hope that it went well and that you felt that's a nice position to be in, just the relief of finishing the exam. Congratulations, Sean. Well done. Well done, you. Good on you for finishing it. You're happy. Yeah, you should be. All the hard work goes into doing that sort of thing. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to do exams anymore, to be fair. They're always horrible. I'm quite lucky in that, to an extent, I can kind of perform. But like, I was also one of the people that would proper panic before exams quite often. I'm like a quiet panicker. You normally couldn't tell too much on my face if I'm panicking until after I've panicked. But I do be panicking. There we go. And take this piece. Don't need this bit. Anytime. Oh, and oh, there is so much fluff. Oh, it's weird because like this is a velvet, but I think the velvet is fluffing more than the fur that we cut yesterday. The fluffy velvet. Oh dear. Oh dear. The floofiest. The floofy. Oh god. The floofiest of velvets. It's okay though, because after this stream, I'm not streaming the weekend, I can hoover. I just have to remember to hoover before Monday. bad. Whew. And then let's turn this side. Can you see it on my scissors? I don't know if you can. The fluff just sticking to my scissors. Velvet fluffs? Yeah. There's like tiny, tiny fluffs all over the place from the velvets. Tiny fluffs. They look like dust. Tiny velvet dusty fluffs. No good. Congrats, exams are stressful but rewarding once you've finished. Every other time they are the bane of one's existence, yes. Especially right before. Oh no 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 no. Bad times. Okay. First piece done. Whew. And I'll pin those together and put them to one side. I am just going to sweep this bit under the desk a little bit. The bin! Right. Oh my god. Ah. I don't think that's going to come off. No, there's so much fluff! What's next? I kind of would like to find number 2. There's number 2. Because I kind of want to go in order. Number 2 is a weird piece. That's okay. That's okay. Let's do number 2. Whoop! Number 2. Stay up here. Stay here. And hopefully this is long enough. I think that it will be. Because the width of the velvet is not quite so long, but I'm hoping that it's long enough to get this piece on. I'd like to save some of the velvet basically, because it's so difficult to find orange fabrics that I just don't want to use it all. I'd like to save some of it so that I could use it for another project later on. Maybe a bit geeky, but I want to use it. I want to keep it. It was tiring, but so relieved. Yeah. The dryer sheets are good at picking up. Oh, from clothes and other surfaces. In fact, he doesn't pick it all up. Yeah, it's not probably a bad call actually. Oh, I have to see if I can find any. I don't fancy my chances if I can't find any though, because it's not really very easy to go out at the moment and like just pick stuff up. We'll see. We'll see. See what I can get. Oh, ba-do. Pop that there. I'm gonna have to. I think I've left my tea. I have left my tea. Because I'm gonna have to finish that tea in a minute. Because every now and again I peek over and I'm like, ah, I see that I have forgotten my tea yet again. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's probably not good. Oh, I have to put that right to the edge. Oh dear. Does it still get coloured by fabric? If it still gets coloured by at least a little bit of fabric, then that's okay. But if it doesn't get coloured by fabric, that's not good. Okay. No! I played too close to the edge. Okay. Get up. While you're still hot. Get up. Oh, wait! Angelis Silversmith, thank you so much for the host. Jesus, hi. How you doing? Welcome. We're making puffy shorts. Puffy pumpkin shorts. Except that I just made a mistake and I put it too close to the edge. I played with fire, got burned, but I think it's okay because I moved it while it was still hot. And honestly, I have plenty of this fabric. I should stop messing with it so much. There we go. So right now we're ironing some interfacing into the pieces that are on the outside. I hope you had a good stream. Oh. Phew. I'm just gonna hope now that there is still some glue in here. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm assuming you were streaming with that host. could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I have been wrong before. Obviously as well, feel free to pick up some food. We have meat, soup, and we have pud. These are the options. Oh dear. Oh dear. And across to here. Oh, this is a nice one. Every now and again a really nice song pops up. It's been really nice. We don't often listen to music through Epidemic Sound. This is what we're listening through to today because we wanted some royalty-free, like, folk-style music, but it's nice though, it is. It's like a nice change. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Ooh. There we go. Also, you can see in this bit, this is one of the pieces that circles around the ring. Hopefully that will show up well when they expand out. Hopefully that looks good. We shall see if that looks good. I'm hopeful. I've never made shorts like this before, but I think it will look okay. Also, I'm giving this a bit of an extra iron because I did kind of mess it up the first time. Please stick down. Please, please, please. Okay. Let's take this piece and this piece, fold that over, and continue with that bit there. I think it's folded pretty flat. Nah, it's not folded as flat as I would need. It's because of the bit of rolled at the edge. I'll fold it forward then. It would have been nice if it could have picked up some residual heat just to keep it, like, I don't know, attaching more. It's okay. It's okay. While I attach the second piece, which is... Oh no. Hello? Come on. Where is the second piece? Oh dear. Well, we just decided to leave. I don't know where it's decided to go, but it has in fact gone. I swear to God, it is somewhere in this dress, because my dress has decided that it's going to drag it off the counter. I wouldn't be surprised. But I also don't... Oh, is that it there? Yeah, I can see it. My dress has in fact decided to pull it off the counter. Good morning! I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I'm having a bit of a kerfuffle. I'm not used to wearing a big dress on stream, but I'm gonna try. I'm doing my best. I hope you are having a good morning. Feel free to grab some meat, soup, or pud should you feel like it. At the moment, I am making the bits that go on the outside of the shorts, so like the extra strips in the really, really bright orange velvet. I think I want to attach these before we start sewing up the legs. We've cut out the strips for the legs, but I think these need to come next. It's a bit difficult when you're working with a pattern for the first time because it's never quite sure what order you want to do it in, but I think this is the correct order. Oh, there's a bit of a fold there. Try and get that out. There we go. Nice. Once again, we are slightly playing with fire because we have taken it right up to the edge, but that's okay. The edge bits I'm not so worried about. Once they get attached to the like base short, we're going to ruffle all the edges, or do the same things we do when we do ruffles. So we're going to pull it, like do a loose stitch through all of the around the edge and then start pulling it a little bit to kind of make it a little bit tighter and make it match when we make the little cuffs to the size of those cuffs. That's the plan on those, because I know already that the short's not going to be the correct size because I made them oversized on purpose. So that's how I'm going to make them puffy and then down to the size of the cuffs. the cuffs of which we have not made yet. But they're normally the last things that I make. Because they're quite simple in comparison. Get all the complicated stuff out of the way first. Because then you kind of get to chill with the more easy stuff at the end. It's like, heck yeah, relaxing time. Borda! Nice. Oh. Do I want to cut these ones out again? Or do I want to just see if I can do them all at once? The next pieces are quite big is the only thing, so I don't know if leaving them's a good call. That might give me some problems. I did do quite well with these two. I mean, I could see how I do the next one, and then if I really struggle, I could always cut it then and do the next one in 2 parts. That's true. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, let's move that to there. And put the iron down over here again. Nice. And pick out the next part, which should be underneath the iron. There it is, number 3. Oh, but it is attached to everything else. Of course it is. Of course it is. 3 is the biggest piece, because 3 has got the circle in it, so it's got like that piece. So it does make it a bit... Let's just make it so you can see as well. That's why I was a bit hesitant about doing this piece attached to the others. But I just feel cutting them all out at the same time is going to be a bit quicker. And we are already like halfway through the time on... Because I think with Red Fair we've kind of given a time frame that we're expecting to stream for. I think it's okay if we go over, but like, I know who I'm meant to be raiding and I know when they're live and I'm like, I want to be able to raid them. I don't want to go so far over that I can't raid the person after me. So I'm sort of like, I know who I'm meant to be raiding, and I don't want to bother that up by going too long. So yeah, we'll do it like this for a bit. See how that goes. So I do still need to take a moment to flatten the fabric, otherwise I'll have a bad time. Go. Get all of those little glue droplets melted so that it attaches to the fabric underneath. Nice. I was a little unsure about what to do with the circle up the top here, but I think actually it's going to be easier if I do this normally and do like iron it all in and then cut out that circle and then go back and add the fire later on. I wasn't sure if I was meant to add it now, but no, I think that would be a really bad idea if I added it now. I think I need to add it later. Do not add now. Bad call. Would be mistake. Would regret. 10 out of 10. Would regret. Okay, let's put this here. And put that there. Pressing that down. Try not to distort it because the fabric underneath is stretchy. And make that the whole way through. Okay. And then I'll move it up in just a second to get that last bit. Well, actually, that looks pretty good. That looks like it's attached pretty well. Pretty flat for sure. Pretty happy. Oh. Come on. And get that top bit done. Nice. And then I think the next step's gonna be do 1 running stitch around all of them. No, 2 running stitch around all of them except for this one. And then go back, add the fire to this one with the 2nd running stitch. Because that way they'll all look even, and then I can add it to the base. And then we can sew up the shorts. They got longer. They're not trousers, they're shorts. They did not expand. And then this bit here at the top, that's the extra length that we've added that will make them just a little bit like taller and should make them pop out a little bit, hopefully, from the rest of the outfit. We hope. That is the intended effect. We'll see if that's what actually happens. I can't promise that that's what happens, but that's what I'm hoping will happen as a result of what I have done so far. Also, I'm going to trim this because it is getting to a point now where it's getting really difficult to keep rolling it up. I think that is the limit now. I'm struggling. There's no point me keep going if I'm struggling. But I might not cut them all out individually. I might just cut out the larger the fabric and then go back and cut them all out individually later. I still think that would save on time, but it means that I don't have to struggle through all of them. That's probably better for me. I'm not just struggling through all of these. Yeah, that's better. Okay, fold this, put this down, bring up the fabric. Jelly, what a lovely oobly. Oh, Baze, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like it. It's like my arms come out from underneath my head. Like, oh my god. Normally my arms come out from, like, I guess the bottom, and then my head is at the side. But today, my arms come from under my head. Whoa. How is this happening? How have my hands come from my head? I don't even know. I hope you're having a good day though, Baze. Thank you so much for popping by. Please grab some food if you feel inclined. We have meat, we have soup, we have pudding. These are the options today. Oh no, where's the Where's the Okay, you'll need to come out because you're getting a bit confused in there. Where's the one that I want? Not any of these. No. Where's the one that I need? Once again, I have lost the one that I am looking for. Now becoming a common tale. I didn't want. It should be really easy to spot this one as well because it's got a circle in the middle of it and it's not attached to any of the other ones. It shouldn't really be that difficult to spot. But it is! Definitely not under there, is it? No. Oh, it's on the floor. Of course it is. When you can't find it, it's on the floor. Ah. Right. Let's put this one on here. And start looking at attaching this one. There we go. We are. Fabric. Stay on this, please. There we go. Stay. Oh. Yes. For some reason I thought I had it glue side up and I had it. Whoa! Truck driver. More bits fell out of the trailer. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. That actually made me jump slightly. I wasn't expecting it. Jump scare in the middle of my REN fair. Thank you so much for the 100 bits again, truck driver. It's very, very kind of you. Oh dear. Samantha, hi! Look how the alien is behind you. And then put a perfectly timed scream. Hi Samantha, I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to grab some meat, some soup, or some pud should you fancy it. We have grub. Did I find the elusive piece you lost earlier? Yes, it was on the floor. If I've lost something, it's 99% of the time it's on the floor. It's always on the floor. Oh dear. I think it is just my sleeves knocking it off, but yeah, because like I've tucked them in, but they are still quite hanging really low. So it's most of the time it's just my sleeves. Scary jumps while you're holding an iron doesn't sound like a sensible thing to do. It's okay. I'm a sensible person. I'm not going to jump an iron onto my face or anything. Then again, I don't know who does this. Who jumps iron onto face? Not me. I also don't think anyone. Please do that, please. Thank you. And it needs to flatten so I can do the bottom half. Truck driver! Truck driver, what are you doing? Truck driver! Thank you so much for gifting 5 more tier subs. Jesus Christ, truck driver. You have been so ridiculously generous again today. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Okay, been on longer than 15 minutes. I mean, yeah. Are there many people that stream for 50? I mean, to be fair, though, actually, that's a lie. Because I have streamed for like 15 minutes and I've had technical difficulties. Oh, there have been times where it's been like starting a stream and then it's like, guys, can you hear me? Guys, and then like, guys, I have to restart the stream. So it's been like a 5-minute stream. I've done that, to be fair. So I can't say like I never stream for 15 minutes or less. Because I have. Oh, yeah, thank you so much, truck driver. That's very, very, very kind of you. Again. Oh, dear. Dear. I'm gonna have to be like, to Yazzie, be like, can you take truck driver back? he's very sweet. He's too sweet. And he keeps being too nice. And I need you to take him back. There are people that probably deserve a truck driver more. Oh dear. You sound shook. Are you okay? No. I am shook. Oh dear. No, I am okay. Thank you. So it's genuinely very, very, very kind of you. I just don't know what to say. It's very, very sweet of you. Thank you. At the same time, Stacey should just take him back. He's too nice. I can't handle this one. Oh dear. Alright, I'm just gonna head off to get some rest in case I'm not back before you go offline. I hope you get some rest in your weekend. And oh, thank you so much, Jay. If you do pop back in later after we've raided, we probably will have raided somebody else who's doing the REN FAIRE. So you might end up popping back in to see somebody else from the REN FAIRE. Because that's kind of how it's going. So if you do, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And if you don't pop back onto Twitch, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Yeah, that is the plan. For those who don't know, we raid. I already have my target in sight. No, I know who I'm raiding because it's the next person in the schedule, and then I'm sure they know who they're raiding because it'll be the next person in the schedule, and so on and so forth. And there'll all be people that are doing similar to me, making something for the REN FAIRE. And so if you are interested in that sort of thing, it will just be ongoing for like until the end of Sunday, New York time. I don't pretend to know what time it is in New York right now, but I will say it's done in New York times. So yeah. kind of cool though. I like that. I liked that. I thought that was really nice. And also it's been a really nice opportunity to meet a lot more crafty people, because a lot of them won't ever stream at times where I would be around often, at least not on Twitch, because I'm often not on Twitch in the afternoons, for instance. Like that's just not a time when I'm on Twitch. I will be eating. I'll be eating. I will be either falling asleep or trying not to fall asleep, and doing general like household work quite often. So it's like I won't be on Twitch. I might be lurking somewhere, but I won't be actively on Twitch ever. And yeah, it's nice to see people that actually do stuff regularly during that times, because it's cool. I'd have never seen it. And I like it, and often in the evenings as well, because I am such an early sleeper for the most part. I just miss all of those streams. All of the streams, and a lot of the American streamers as well, because of the time zone difference. I just miss it. It's almost 8 in New York. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so if anything, yeah, I suppose it's even longer than I would have imagined, because yeah, of course, because they would be a few hours behind us over here. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Time zones get me. But yeah, I miss a lot of more of the American streamers, because for me, when they all start streaming is when I'm like, you know, maybe finishing up my stream or I'm going to sleep. One or the other. So I'm like, kind of tired. But it's not that they're like not good streams. Like I definitely love to see them. I've lost a piece, but I think I can see it on the floor. I can see it on the floor. If I've lost it, 99% of the time it's on the floor. I'm learning. I'm learning to check the floor. That's not good. Keep that out. There we go. It rooshed a bit. That's no good. Thanks for the gift sub. Team Beanie, hi! Yeah, truck driver has been very, very generous. Very, very, very generous. Oh dear. Oh, by the way, we like the fabric colour. It's a nice orange. Yes, this is the underside. Have you seen the top side? It's so bright, but it's also very fluffy. It's so difficult to find orange fabrics. So tricky. Got tired of sleeping and decided to wake up and make a Twitch and found you meet me. Oh, it's G. That's very kind. I think again it all depends on your time zones as well. I think is what gets recommended. Because like, when are you often on Twitch? Well, here's what's recommended to you. Because there are definitely some people where it's like, oh, you must have seen this person. They do such similar things to you, and I'm like, but I never have, and it's never been recommended to me, and like, I'm on Twitch a lot. How have they not been recommended to me, and I'm only just now seeing them, right? But it's because I think of time zones. It's a little sad that I just don't ever see them on my recommended, and I'm never online at the same time as them. Because the thing is, I'd watch the VODs. I'd go back and watch them. I'm not often a very active chatter, especially if I'm crafting at the same time. So like on weekends and stuff, I often won't go into Twitch chats to chat. I will just be there to lurk and listen while crafting. So to me, if it's not live, that's kind of okay with me. Just finding people that make costumes and stuff like that is good stuff for me. Just so I can have it in the background. But it often won't recommend me stuff like that. Oh yeah, Expandable Dragon, yeah, trucked over again, was it? Very, very generous. Get off with the iron. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can, but there's so much fluff on the eye. Oh, maybe you can see it. Does it look fuzzy on the bottom? That's the fuzz. That's the fuzz from the fabric. Fabric fuzz. Right, what's next? That was 4, which means I need 5 next. which I don't think I'll be able to do both sides. Oh dear. Atomic, hi! How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I you know what? I really wanted to make something where I felt more like it was a booth looking setup. And so I had some fun with Photoshop making a booth. And here we are. Now we are in a booth. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm sure there are people that could make a better booth. But I just have so much fun playing around in Photoshop making things. And yeah, here we are. In booth. It's one of my favorite things to do, I think, at this point, is just nip into Photoshop and make silly things like this. I really enjoy it. I'm definitely not the best at it, but I really like it. I have really good fun with it. I just think it's really fun just being like, oh, where can I put my cameras? And where can I put my things? And like, I want it to say REN FAIRE, and I want to have a sign so that people can order food. Because like, for me, one of my favorite things at Fate is, you know, the food. So I was like, I've got to be able to order food. That's really important. Oh, speaking of which, people that don't know, Atomic Super Geek is another person who's going to be doing REN FAIRE, but I don't think you're doing any of the today's sessions, are you? I think you're doing tomorrow and Sunday? But you're doing some food. But yeah, like, food was like something that I wanted to have on my stand, and yeah. And then I was like, I've got to have the costume somewhere, so like have that on 2 different boards. And then like often I'll have like a little blanket over the front, so I was like, I'll just put a little blanket there. And then I wanted the little like waves, and then pumpkins, because we're doing Pumpkaboo. That just felt like it fit my one in particular. But then also it is autumn, so I guess it would also just fit. Yeah. I can see why you said your hair is red pinkish. Yeah, so the top is like definitely more red, especially like, I don't know if I can show you, but like under there, can you see like where the roots are? It's really red at the roots. Shoo, look at my roots. But like the ends are more pinkish, like purplish. It's just like the roots are really red. So like it kind of almost looks like a trick of the camera, but it's not a trick of the camera, it's really like that. It's not like it's just like some like lighting. It's like, no, my roots are really red. And then the ends are like more pink. But I did re-dye it yesterday, so it's more intense now than it was before, for sure. Because I re-dyed it. Because it was getting a little bit faded, and I was like, I'd rather it be more of an intense purpley pink. It's just getting a little bit too pinky pink, and I was like, purpley pink, not pinky pink, please. So there we are. Fixed it. I like it a lot now. I don't know how well it's gonna stay, because you never quite know. I'm hoping that it will stay. Right, tomorrow will be sewing and Sunday will be cooking. Nice. Okay. Cool beans. Is the dye you use? Is that the dye you use, or did you make the crazy effect on your own? So we did it. I did it myself. I had to use 2 different dyes, but it's easier because I had colour under my hair already. So I could easier do that. And I had help. I didn't do it on my own. It'd be more tricky to do on my own. But I had assistance. Assistance was necessary. Without assistance, I don't think I could have done this. But I like it when my hair goes from one colour to another. If it's gonna be long, I might as well have multiple colours in my one hair. My one hair? Yeah, you get me. In my one amount of hair, I might as well have multiple colours, yes. It's like, it's fun. At least I think it's fun. I'm sure other people won't like it as much, but I like it. I'm like, heck yeah. Look at all this colour. Funky. Right, these need to be cut out later. And that has the big one on it. And then we need to do the rest of them on this side. Oh, lovely. My wife dyes my hair. Somebody is Having someone is not only helpful but also bonding. Yeah, for sure. Like, I quite often will tackle the front half, and I have somebody help me with, and like I have him help me with the back half, because like trying to get all this stuff and like have it dye at the same rate as the front and bleach at the same rate as the front is like, no, no, not going to happen. Cannot do. Don't have the skill. Meh. So yeah, it's a good time. Like, we used to also cut my hair, but it's now got to a length where it's like not confident. We're not confident. I don't know what I want done with it. We honestly don't know what to do with it, so it's like, we just leave it. I probably have to wait till I can go to a hairdresser to get something done with it at this point, because, you know, I can shave my hair, but like now I'd have to do something more with it, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost with what to do with my hair at this point. It's long, and I don't really want to shave it now that it's got this long and this colour in it. It feels like I'd just be shaving all the colour out of it that we spent ages putting in it, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't know anymore. Hair's tricky. I loved having my head shaved, but also we are coming into winter, so it'd probably be a bit chilly if I had my head shaved now. Especially since I've got used to having long hair. I'd probably be like, oh, it's cold. Oh, yeah, that's the bit. There we go. Oh, that's gonna, nope. Don't do that. None of that, thank you. Going to wrinkle up the fabric, which is not good. Oh dear. Look, it's cute longer. Thank you, Atomic. Appreciate it. I like both. Both was good. Like, having my hair short, I think also suits. I don't know. I think because I had my hair short for so long, I really like it. But I haven't had my hair long for a very, very long time. Like a very long time. It's probably been about, I'm gonna say 8-10 years. So, except for like one period where I wasn't very well and I couldn't have my hair cut because I wasn't well enough to go to hairdressers. This is the thing. There's like that association now in my head, I suppose, where it's like long hair equals bad time, because it's like, you know, right now I can't have my hair cut because we're in lockdown. The last time I couldn't have my hair cut, I was too ill to go to a hairdresser. And also, like, my hair wasn't in a good state either, so it was like, I was not only not well, but my hair looked trash. So it was like, I feel like I had that association, I suppose, with long hair being bad. But right now, I really like my long hair. Or, it's not even that long, but like, it's long for me. So I would like it if I could have long hair and also like it. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool goal for maybe 2021. Long hair, also not hate. But it does get in the way though. I don't know how people deal with it. I have to brush it every day. Pain. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but it is a pain. I heard Winter. Hi, Winter! Hush it, all the viewers. I don't know that because I don't have viewers turned on. But now I'm like, oh god, are there a lot of people here? Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Feel free to help yourself to meat and soup and stuff. Also, hi, Husha. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Also, you know, yourself, feel free to help yourself to meat and soup and food. Of course. You are more than welcome to meat and soup and food. I just shrink down here like, there are a lot of people here? Why though? I'm just making pumpkin shorts. What you doing? Do you want some meat? Do you want some pudding? We got meat, we got pudding, we got shorts. Oh dear. Do you think that it's hard? Are you familiar with the Oh, do you think that... Oh, you think that is hard? Are you familiar with the country music artist Crystal Gale? Hair is basically ankle length. Heck no! Oh, I couldn't. Honestly, my hair is, to an extent, literally, it's like shoulder length, and I'm like, I have to brush this. Ugh. like I have to choose where my parting is, and it annoys me. Like I want it to get a little bit longer because it's at a kind of annoying length at the moment where the side bits of my hair, they don't go into a pigtail because, you know, I had it shaved at the top and no, not shaved at the top, long at the top, shaved at the sides, and because I had it like that, there are parts of my hair, like the sides and back are much shorter than the bit at the top, but then the bit at the top is at the top of my head and falls over it, so it's like my hair is a bit weird at the moment because it's grown out from a shaved haircut that was long at the top, shaved back sides. So, shaved backside, that's not a great way of putting it, but shaved back and sides of head. So, because it's grown out from that, my hair is a little bit weird and needs to be styled, really. But, you know, not exactly the best time to have my hair styled. So, just kind of grooving with it and dyeing it, so I'm like, yeah, I'm still happy with it, because it looks, in my opinion, funky. But I kind of want it to grow, I think, to like my back. I think that's kind of what my aim is. And then at the very least when I get it styled, they'll have something to work with. Because right now there are still bits of my hair that only reach to like my chin. And so I think it'd be quite difficult for them to style. I mean, they probably would be fine. I'm not a hairdresser, I don't know. But I think I'll have less options because there are still some parts of my hair that are quite short. That's been all her life for decades. I couldn't. You spend so long brushing it. That's so much of my day gone to brushing. No. No. Shoulder length is my limit right now. Do you also get annoyed with hair? I get annoyed by my hair. I mean, I guess I don't know how well you can tell. My hair is not thin, but it's not super thick either. And it grows from like further back on my head. So I have like gaps here where like I don't have as much hair. So it's just let me show you where like I don't have hair. But so it's like there are parts where it's like I don't have as much, and that's not from dyeing my hair, just putting it out there. I've had that for like ages. But because of that, I feel like there are areas where it just is thinner, where it's like I don't have as much here. But I have a heckin' lot at the back. Like the back is thick, the front not so much. So I have like I feel like an uneven head of hair. This bit not so thick, but this bit, oh my god, there's a lot going on back here. I've got, if I could put some of this hair up here, oh. But I also don't want to get rid of my forehead because I'm like, yo, look at how much space I've got up here for costumes. I got so much canvas up here. I gotta keep that. Oh dear. Oh my god, you had 3.5 feet of hair at one point? Wake up with strangling me in the morning. Jesus Christ. I mean, in some ways I'm not surprised because that is so much hair. Wow. I imagine you could do some really interesting styles with it, but I could not. I am impressed that you managed to put up with that. I am genuinely very impressed that you managed to put up with that. Especially if it was doing that to you in the mornings. Because that would, I think as soon as it happened the first time, I'd be like, I'm done. My body is wrecking me, I'm done. This is it, we're getting rid of it. Oh, I used to have hair longer than shoulder length and then started going down, male pattern baldness. Oh dear. Have you considered, I guess not everyone, but like, I like wigs. Because then for the times before where I just had my head shaved, like at back and side and stuff like that, like, and just like a small bit on top, I felt like having long hair for a day. Wig. But it's not for everyone. They are hot though, to be fair. Actually, downside of wigs, especially in summer, they're proper warm, they are. Proper warm. That's why I like making like wig hats made out of things that aren't hair, because they're not so hot. They're not so hot. But then the nice thing about wigs is you can style them and you don't have to restyle them as often. And if you brush them, it doesn't hurt your head. Now that's a positive, that is. Maybe I'm just a baby who's like, I don't like having my hair brushed. But like, I don't like having my hair brushed. Hopefully fixing mine soon. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna just sit here with my patches and be like, but look at this extended cosplay area. It had to go, decided to kill me, so I went with a pixie cut to seek the ultimate revenge. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, at some point I feel like I will settle with a pixie cut because I feel like that is probably the most me, but not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna grow it a bit first. I have to grow it a bit. Right, get up there. Get up there. We need to do the end of this piece. Well, they got quite close together, but that's okay. There is space between them, so if there's space between them, I can do it. It's only if they touch that there's an issue. And they didn't touch, so it's okay. I get hot after like an hour now, someone will be brutal. Oh yeah. It's just trying to get it off your head. Like, that was the nicest thing about having a shaved head, to be like the wind hitting your skin and being like, yes, yes. And like, every time I shaved it again, I'd be like, ah, yes, this is the best. Feeling it along the back of your head, like the wind hitting it in the summer. Nice. The nicest feeling. Oh my god. That was always the best. And then now that my hair is this long, that I can't replicate that feeling. Ever. And especially because the back of my hair grows in the thickest. I can't. I can never get it back. I missed it this summer. This summer was the first summer in years that I didn't get that, because last summer I did have my head shaved. And yeah, it just, I didn't get it. I didn't get that wind hitting the back of my head feeling. Because, oh, I missed it. It's so nice. It's so nice. And like, the sides is fine, but it's just like when it goes up the back and your head is shaved and it's like freshly shaved, so it's really, really short. And it's like, well, there's like basically nothing there, and it's just like whoosh. And it's like the heat of summer, but then the cold breeze, and it's like, yes. The nicest. Oh. I've done wigs when I've done drag. I have thought about wigs for daily wear, but not sure. I think I like, but then difficult, because it's like they are warm. I wear hats often as well, so it's like it'd be less obvious, and because my hair's colourful anyway, there's always a thing of people just being like, oh, did you change your hair, and then having to be like, no, it's a wig, and people then be like, oh, they're disappointed. But it's like, no, you don't need to be disappointed. I can wear this wig again. But yeah, people have different reactions to it for sure, but you do something often enough and it becomes normal, right? I don't know. I just feel like it's the easiest way to get a certain look, but not something that so many people would choose to do. But it is hot, and in summer, ugh. And yeah, whenever I wear a wig, people just assume that I've changed my hair. And I'm like, oh, no, I've not changed my hair. I understand why you think that, but no. And then there'll be so many people that just be disappointed that I haven't changed my hair to whatever that wig looks like. I'm like, oh, no, this is just a wig, come on. I can wear this wig again, but like, my hair is underneath this wig. Oh dear. Positives and negatives. Right, this is I think the last one. So you're not like a baby for not wanting your hair brushed. You're like, Chuckle's my cat. It's not my favorite. I don't like it. When my hair was short, I didn't have to do it because I couldn't even get a brush into it. It was like, no brush for me. Hair's not long enough for brush. Oh ho ho, what a shame. But now my hair has to be brushed every single day. And it's not my favorite. It's not, I understand, it's not my favorite. The downside to pixie cuts is the awkward mullet phase when you start to grow it out. Yeah. I think I must have had that back in like November. Again, I didn't have a pixie cut, it went from shaved, and then it kind of went through that phase of being like, I'm growing it out. but but then the bit on top was so much longer than the rest of it, which was just this weird, like, shaggy bit. It was a weird phase. It was a weird time for my hair. It was fun. You know what? It was fun. And then I dyed it green. And I was like, yes, I'm tree. If I'm gonna look like this, we'll also be tree. Best decision, honestly. Yeah, if I'm gonna look like this, we'll also be tree. Such a cute set of stream clapping, thank you, I'm glad you like it. I had so much fun making this, like legitimately, so much fun making this. My arms look kind of big now that I look at it in comparison to my head. But other than that, yeah, no, I really had a lot of fun making this. Look how big my arms are. Oh, ha, 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 ha. The largest of arms. Yes. And Samir, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. And anyone, if you feel like getting meat soup or pud, we have hog roast for meat, we have veggie soup for soup, and pudding is a mixed bag of like what I would consider to be traditional British foods. I had to take driver's license for it during the mullet phase. Oh, to be fair, so I don't have a driver's license. I haven't got a driver's license. I don't drive. I can't remember what the phrasing is. I don't drive? Yes, I don't drive. But I have a provisional license so that I can get ID. So that if someone's like, you can't buy that spray paint unless you show ID, I can be like, here's my provisional license, right? So the photo, I don't know why we sent off this photo. The photo that is on my provisional license. You know, if anyone wants to make a quick guess of how old I was in this photo, you're more than welcome to take a quick guess at it now. I'll wait a few minutes. I'll wait a second, and then I'll let you know, and you can see if you got it right. It's bad. Also, bear in mind that I turned 25 this month. So, just to put it in reference, I turned 25 this month. How old was I in my provisional driver's license photo? Oh, I bet it's so cute. Thank you. Ooh, it's this layout fancy. Thank you. I made it in Photoshop. I'm very proud of it. I'm very, very proud of it. I really had a lot of fun tinkering in Photoshop. So fun, so fun. How common is it in people for Great Britain to not have a driver's license? It's pretty common for people to have a provisional license, but not necessarily to have the full driver's license. Depends where you live. Because like it's not necessarily like in other countries where you get taught in schools or anything like that. You have to go out of your way, and the lessons are quite expensive. So a lot of people just don't, especially if you live in a city and you have a lot of public transport. Like for instance, if you live in London, it is unlikely that you'll have driving license, like you'll have lessons to drive, because you won't drive in London, really, will you? So, yeah, it depends. 19, or no, I was 14 in that picture that we sent off. At least I think that's how old I was. I think I was 14, 15 in that picture. From how I look in that picture and the haircut that I had at the time, that is the guess. That I was 14, 15 in that picture. We're pretty sure I sent off. It's bad. It's bad. People have bad photos, and then they'll show them around, and then I'll show them mine, and people be like, wait a minute, what happened? Wait, how, wait, and I'll show them this picture, and they'll be like, and the thing is, it does still look like me. Fortunately, I haven't changed too much. But I have changed. First of all, I don't know how to put it. My facial structure looks different. I have aged. And oh, I was young. I was a young bean. And you show people, and half the time they might believe you before, I feel like, and then you show them the proof, and I feel like they believe me less. I mean, I'm not someone who buys alcohol anymore because, again, of like migraine medication and stuff like that. But yeah, I am planning on at some point updating it because I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, it's not like it's a bad photo. It's not like I look angry in the photo or like I've pulled a bad face or anything like that. I'm just ridiculously young. And when you're showing something to show that you're over the age of 18 and you're not in the picture, it's just like, here you go. Oh my god, it's a yikes. It's a yikes. Again, like, I don't purchase things with it. I'm in a fortunate position, I suppose, in some ways, in that I don't have to use it, but like, it's a bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get it redone because I think if I can, it's not good. It makes me sad whenever I see it. I'm just like, and whenever I have to give it to someone, I feel so shifty. Even though it's like, I turned 25 this month. I'm not, and I'm normally using it to purchase things like spray paint. That's it. But like, you hand someone this and it's like, it's me, but 10 years ago. Here you go. Oh my god, it bad. Mine just looks like a mugshot. I feel like that's what a lot of people's are though. And they're like, oh yeah, mine looks like a mugshot, mine looks like a mugshot, mine looks like a mugshot. It looks like them though. You hand mine over and it's like, mine looks like a child. Oh, I guess to an extent, if I don't put makeup on and anything like that, I do kind of look quite young anyway. So that's kind of played in my favor. I can do that. But this is a bad time. I don't like it. It feels horrible. I mean, at the end of the day, it was the photo that we had when we sent it off. I guess that technically it must have been, actually I must have been 16, because otherwise we couldn't have sent it off. So I must have been 16 in the photo. But I've had it this whole time, and I didn't look 16. It was bad. It's really bad. I had like this really big center parting, but it came like over my eyes on both sides. So it was like this on both sides. So you could just see like a little bit of my face. And then, yeah, and then my big ol' eyes. And then I'm just there like, there I am. Good times. Oh my god. Oh, Echo, hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, if you want to get any meat, soup, or pudding, more than welcome to it. Grab some meat, soup, pudding if you want any. I used to live 37 miles from the nearest town, so I need to be able to drive. Yeah, this is the thing. I feel like over here as well, some people learn to drive, I feel like, much more than others. For me, I would like to drive, but I think right now it's just not going to be on the cards for me. Just due to me and the stuff that I'm having on the daily. It's like probably not a good call. I don't even know if I'm meant to be able to drive. I think that I can, but I'm not sure. Yeah. It doesn't feel like necessarily the best idea. I mean, yeah, because I deal with dizziness on nearly a daily basis. I also do a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense, especially when I'm struggling with migraine, stuff like that. It just doesn't necessarily seem like a good call to put me at the wheel of a vehicle right now, and at least until we've got it a little bit more under control. But I think technically I'm allowed to drive. I'm just not sure that it's necessarily a good idea. I wouldn't want to be on the road with me, and I think that's probably, yeah. Oh dear, my photo really looked like a mugshot. We were taken in summer. I was totally I don't want to. My allergy pills, they did not work. Oh no. Okay, no, I feel that. If the last thing I'd want is, to be honest, to have the photo taken in spring, because I get eczema flare up on my face, and it always, if it flares up, it's either underneath my eye or it's the entire strip around my eyes, and it's like in the shape of like a superhero mask. But it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like, oh cool, you're wearing a superhero mask. No, because it's like a bright red. And that's the last thing I'd want on a license. Especially because they come out in like, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in ours it's like not black and white, but it's like green and black. And like it would show up as shadow, I assume. And that's, yeah, no. No. Absolutely not. Echo, hello! I'm back from long-time volleyball. I'm back from a long time of volleyball. Tomorrow is the big day because, oh, you're in the finals of the nationals? Oh my god! Oh my god, Echo! Congratulations! I hope that goes really well for you. Wishing you all the very, very best of luck from Wales. Big cheers from Wales. Oh my god. Due to power trip of DMV ladies, I kept getting rescheduled for 3 months, and the day I was not prepared for them to actually follow through. I escaped 5-0. Follow up, I was like, oh no. Also, CSI, hi, welcome. Feel free to grab some meat soup or pud should you feel like it. Oh, and Toby, hi, thank you for the follow. I hope you are having a good day. We are actually just finishing ironing on. I believe that's the last piece. Which means I can wait for my eye. Oh, I turned my light off. Instead of turning my iron off, I turned off my light. There we go. I will now turn my iron off. Got a nice bowl of soup. And Quadrant, hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We have just finished ironing the last piece of interfacing for the shorts, which means we can start to cut out these pieces. So, or like basically just reaffirm the attachment between the two pieces, and then attach these to the base of the shorts and sew up the shorts. I say that like it's going to take 2 seconds. It will take a little bit longer than that, but this is a step that meant that I had to have the ironing board on stream, so I'm kind of looking forward to the ironing board leaving my personal bubble. I can't even see my tea. I want to see my tea. There we go. On the floor. Yeah! Congratulations! Document the entire thing. This is something that you're gonna want to remember forever, for sure. Oh my god, yes. Like, whatever happens, that's such a huge achievement. Like, crazy big achievement. I honestly, I wish you the best of luck, but I hope whatever happens that you really enjoy it and you just have like the most amazing time there, regardless. That's like that's something to tell the grandkids about one day. You are living the story to tell your grandkids. Oh dear. Yeah, that's for real. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Turn that around the side. If I can, I'll compose in the Discord. Nice! Yeah. Pop it in like general or something. I feel like most people would see it in general. Boop. And it feels like something to celebrate. Wheel. Pud, yeah, pud. The bit cook carves off some meat. Yeah, you got some prime meat. The lardy cakes and the puds, yes. I am looking forward to making some lardy cake on Sunday stream. Thanks for the suggestion, yes. Lardy cake is a really good one because you could just have a slice of it, and again, it's like, even though with the ingredients in it, it's not so heavy, and it does taste like donut. It's pretty much one of those ones that when people don't know what it is, they tend to really, really like it. But sometimes people get put off with the idea that there's lard in it. Because people think lard in a cake? Heck no. But if people don't know that, then they're like, oh, it's amazing. It's a cake that tastes like donut. What is this? This is phenomenal. And yeah. And then people like it. You just have to not tell them. Unless they're vegetarian, then maybe tell them. Because, yeah, that's... Whee! These should be the last pieces. Oh, I can already see it coming apart a little bit. But that's okay, it's only a temporary glue, or it's meant to be. So if it comes apart a little bit, that's not really the end of the world. I just need it to stay on until I've added that support stitch. Yeah. Ooh, but I guess I need to nitro to do that. Nitro to do that? What's that? You should be able to just put a link. If you put a link into somewhere where people can watch it, that should be okay. Sounds awesome, delicious. Daniel, hi! Yeah. Also, the state of Bing Dings. Hello, hello. Stream is now blessed. Thank you for the blessing. It's very kind of you. Also, I hydrate. Bother. I do, in fact, need to hydrate. You know what? I've not hydrated as much as I probably should this stream. You're right, you're right. Ooh. Thank you for the hydrate. At my Ren fair, we have food you can think of on a stick. One of my go-to fairs fun, a steak on a stick, seasoned rather well. Lovely. That sounds pretty good, to be quite fair. See, I've actually never been to a Ren fair, so I've based mine on the fates that I used to go to as a kid, because they seem reasonably similar, which I have a feeling is because Ren fairs are based off, like, Celtic fairs, right? Which are kind of like our fates, but souped up a bit. But I've just based it off the fairs I went to as a kid, which is why we have hog roasts and puddings and soups made out of veggies that you might have had at, or you might have seen at the like local sort of farmer competition and stuff like that. Because that's what would have happened at our local fete. And again, I probably would have called it a fete, not a fair, but that's okay. I will keep changing the word because I get confused. But I'll get there. Also, Siska Clan, hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to grab some food. I got my menu of things from a crowd of jellyfish. We're so happy. Along with lardy cakes, we'll be making bread and button pudding and Welsh cakes. Welsh cakes is a fun one. A lot of people love making Welsh cakes. I feel like it's one of the things a lot of people make in schools as well because it's like, it's quite an easy one. Still to be there. Love anything to do with food. And a horn? We can have a horn. We can have a horn. We've got this. I still need to find my Dutch oven around the house because I want to cook outside over the fire if possible. Oh yeah, I remember that. You were going to do that. The horn isn't automatic. I have to press the horn. The only way the horn works that I don't press it is if somebody subscribes, which then it is a bit of a shock. Really good. Just finished watching the new patch notes of Final Fantasy. Oh god, yeah. Nice! I always miss out on those sort of things, but they do be looking pretty cool. Also, I'm going to trim this really close, and I'm not going to bother sewing it. Scandal. But that's because I don't think I need to. I think I only need the strips because the top bit's going to get sewn into the waistband and the cuffs at the bottom. So, I'm not going to sew something I don't need to sew. You wanted to scare me while I was drinking? Wow. Wow, Echo. Why would you do this to me, though? The rude bean. The rude bean. I found out a UK FaireCon is holding their next con on my birthday next year. Whoa. That is actually the best. Going to a con on your birthday is such a nice way to plan your birthday because you... First of all, it's really easy to just be like, oh, I'm doing this on my birthday. Sorted. Done. Don't have to worry about anything else. That's nice. That's a nice feeling. And like, second, it's a really easy way to meet up with people on your birthday because it's just sort of done for you. Oh. I don't know, because you're nice. Aw, thank you. But also, wow. dear. I'm very fortunate that often MCM October is over my birthday. Not always, but quite often. Sometimes I go to that one on my birthday. And that's a fun one. I get to see a lot of my cosplay friends and that sort of stuff on birthday. And that's really fun. And yeah. I like that a lot. That's really good. Phone, are you okay in there? Sorry, my phone is just having a bit of a hot diggity moment. I don't know why. Are you quite alright? What is the hap? No, he's fine, he's fine. I think he might have just received like 10 messages, but like the internet's not good, so he got them all at once. he's just in the drawer like ah. Only issued the con is like 6-8 hours away. I feel like that's often the case though, isn't it? Like so many of them are not around the corner, and transporting things is tricky. Getting a hotel when they're a bit further away is difficult. Most of the cons that I go to are like 5-6 hours away. Or at the very least 5-6 hours of travelling. They're probably closer if I could drive, but yeah. No. I do not drive. So yeah, it takes a lot of planning to get there, but once you get there, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's just the getting there and getting back is a bit of a pain, but they can be fun too if you do it with good friends or you have people helping you out. It can be fun too. Make a pit stop at a nice place to eat. Food. It was weird when we were traveling somewhere very early this year, and we made a pit stop at a KFC to get some food because we were hungry, and we were fortunate that a friend was able to drive us, so we took a ride with them. We were like, right, well, we're already lucky that we've made a friend and they are happy to drive. So this is great, but we will in fact take a pit stop and get some KFC. Good times. And while we were at this KFC, in the middle of England, which is not where we live, we do not know anyone here. This is not the country that we live in. We run into another friend who is also taking pit stop in the middle of England. Cool times. This is cool times. I love these things. Crazy times. Probably not interesting to anyone but me, but you know what? These things make me happy. Sometimes traveling can be a good part of the journey. Not always, sometimes it sucks, but like, sometimes it's pretty fun. That was a pretty fun time. Oh dear. Just looks up Welsh cakes, might have to try that soon. Griddled pastry dough, yeah! Yeah, you got it! With like raisins in it. And you can eat them with jam. Pretty good, they're pretty good. And BMS, you would like some soup? Please grab some soup. Gotta stay warm. October, although I realise October probably for some countries it's probably not so cold. For here, it is definitely getting a bit chillier, which is nice. I honestly like this kind of weather where it's just getting a little bit chill, and I'm living for it. It's blanket weather, and I like it. It means you can live in the blanket for all of your life. Good times. Actually, you know what? Probably one of my favourite bits of cons is getting on a tube in London and seeing everyone else on the tube in London wearing something, or like a load of other people on the tube in London wearing something that is quite clearly going to Comic-Con. That's a pretty good feeling. And that's technically part of the travel. That's a pretty good. Yeah, I suddenly had a thought. I was like, I remember seeing some pretty good outfits on the tubes. There was once, I don't know how many people here have played Spyro, but do you remember the thief with the egg? Yeah. I remember getting onto the tubes, which are like the underground system in London, and just seeing this massive costume of the thief with the egg from Spyro. They were like wearing a hoop skirt underneath, I think, and they had like the egg, and they were massive. They were taking up so much space. It was like the first thing you saw when you got the tube. And there were so many people that were obviously commuting to work just being like, what? So funny. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one of my favourite things. It's just watching that sort of shenanigan happen and being like, Good times, good times. Oh. And I like that. Oh. Most recipes I see call for currants. I think I have some currant jelly. Yeah, loads of... we were talking to this about with Atomic the other day. Loads of the British recipes have raisins in them. I hadn't really noticed until I was looking through them, and I was like, yeah, actually, loads of them do. We like raisins. We put raisins in everything. Raisins for all. It's been coldish since mid-September in Denmark, but I'm loving it. Yeah. I love the coldish weather. I'm definitely more of a cold weather bean. I'm not super keen on hot weather. It's not for me. I overheat really quickly, and I think as well if you're someone who wears costumes, hot weather can be pretty tricky to navigate because again you overheat much quicker, and yeah, I like layering up my costumes too, so cold weather suits me just fine. I like it a lot. And I like blankets and hot chocolates and everything like that too that comes along with like what happens in cold weather. For me, I like that. Hot weather is like, I burn and there are all those tiny flies and I'm not keen. Like, I'm not someone who's afraid of bugs, but the tiny flies are annoying. I don't like them very much. They annoy me. That's what I think when I think hot weather. Oh, and hay fever. Yes. Another thing that I do not really like that comes along with hot weather is hay fever. Oops, sorry, Mike. Smack that. Good. What's my bin is just slowly overfilling with fabric. Oh, I'm more ready for winter I'm more than ready for winter. And my heat in summer has been almost unbearable. Yeah, we've been quite lucky. I think we've been out of the summer for like a month or so now. But in its peak, it was hard. We had a really tough summer this year. It was very, very hot. I know that it's not as hot as like some other countries, and I know we don't even get as humid as some other countries, but like we had a pretty humid hot summer for the UK this year, and yeah, it wasn't about it. Not about it. Not at all. It was terrible. I'm not a summer person. Nope, 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 nope. What about you, Winter? Are you a summer person? Poking your head in like, yes, the sun. The sun is for me. Not for me. Oh. I'm also going to, I think, yeah. This iron is good to go. And that means we can remove it from our set. Bye-bye iron. Bye-bye iron. And that means we can also remove the ironing board, which takes up so much space. Goodbye, ironing board. Thank you for the service. Appreciate. Ah, that's better. Do we actually need this still? Ah, yeah, we do. It's a bit bright, that's the only thing. NM is New Mexico in the US. Oh, fair enough, sorry. I am not great with the abbreviations. I thought it was never mind. Apologies. Oh dear. Everyone is ready for me? Oh, winter! Yes, very ready for winter. Especially at the moment, I think, because you know what? I don't see any spoons in chat, so it seems like you're safe today, Winter. For the first time in a long time, safe chat for Winter. Wonders never cease. I'm gonna have to find a way of cutting out that middle piece. I might use the smaller scissors for that, I think. Otherwise it's gonna be quite difficult to cut that piece out. I might also tackle them first because they're gonna be the more tricky ones to sew. So we'll do those first. Ready to wear sweaters I knitted. I'm ready for you. Oh, you knit the sweaters? Yes. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm not good enough to knit sweaters. I can knit squares and scarves, but I don't think I can knit sweaters. Maybe if I knit enough squares, it would turn into a sweater. And crochet is a definite no. It's too tricky. Some people are so talented with that sort of thing. I love watching what people make with crochet when they make like little toys and stuff like that. I think it's so cute. But I cannot do that. It's too complicated for me. There we go. Snip, 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 snip. Ew. How am I going to cut that piece? There's nice small scissors. Nice. Yeah, I think just use these ones and cut that piece out in the middle. I will cut loads of little snips into it when I'm going to pin it and sew it, but I'm going to wait until I'm actually ready to sew it before I do that, because otherwise it might start fraying and stuff like that ahead of time, and I'd rather wait. There we go. All coming together. Also, this is the top piece. Tiny. Okay, drink some of my tea in case it gets fluff in it. At the moment, I only knit leg warmers, but only because I wear a skirt all year round, so I need a bit of warm stuff on my legs. Nice. To be fair, that still sounds pretty nice. Leg warmers are cute anyway. I most of the time cannot deal with wearing a skirt. I wear them for costume, and occasionally I wear dress. But I don't know if I even own skirts outside of costume skirts. I don't think. No, I don't think that I do actually. I don't wear skirts. I can't deal with it. Because you have to be careful with how you sit and stuff. And I don't do that. I'm not careful. I sit however I feel like sitting. And yeah, that doesn't really work well with this skirt. I'm not ladylike enough for a skirt. Clearly. Oh. Have we hit? Oh my god. Go back to here. Oh my god. Nice. Oh, and hats. Love different hats. Okay, so hats I can get behind. I love different hats. I don't knit hats. I could maybe give hat a go actually. I feel like I could probably do a hat if I put my mind to it. But I love wearing hats. I wear a lot of hats. I mainly wear one hat though, to be fair. I wear the same hat a lot. Oh, Cha! Thank you so much for the follow. It's very, very kind of you. Welcome. Welcome. You can feel more than welcome to grab meat, soup or pudding if you want to. We are making shorts. And at the moment I'm just making the pieces that go over the top. So like the strips. Go. Well, at the moment technically I guess I'm just trimming around the interfacing, but it's a slightly longer step. I knew that it would be, but that's okay. Eventually we'll get to some sewing. Half of sewing is ironing. Oh dear. Oh, and Miss Julie, thank you so much for the follow as well. Again, of course, you're more than welcome to help yourself to foods. Yay. And this side. And trim. I don't know how many more pieces I've got after this actually, because yeah, these pieces are already cut out. So I think these are the last bits, but then I've only cut out one. Wait a minute. No, can't be right. Because I've only cut out one of the long pieces, so there must be some pieces hidden in there. Yeah, these pieces. Okay, I was gonna say there must be some pieces hidden because I've already cut out one of the large pieces so far. Okay. Confusion. Oh, dear. And remove that. Get the end piece off. Okay. Can I still easily see what number this is? I think it's... I can sort of see, but it is difficult. It definitely has got more difficult to read the numbers on these. I can't fully see it, unfortunately. Ah, it's annoying. Some of these are not sticking as well. This one has not stuck very well. Maybe this was the one where I ripped it off and replaced it because I placed it too close to the edge. That could be this one actually. If it's this one, then I can't really be mad because I did kind of ruin it myself. But that's on me. This is an edge piece, that could be the case. Snip, 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 snip. Oh, sorry, Mike. Oh. I had to read instructions for how Twitch works. I literally woke up this morning and decided to give it a go. An hour or so since I've joined. Oh, fair enough. Oh, that's very, very kind of you. Yeah, I don't want you to like have to subscribe or something without wanting to. Nah, following is just, you'll know when I'm live. That'll be about it. But then if you want that notification turned off, there is a way that you can do that. I do not know it off the top of my head, but I'm sure your email will tell you. Next time that I go live, it'll say like, if you want the notification turned off, here how you do it, I think. And yeah. Otherwise, I think that's all it really does, is it tells you when I go live. To be fair, could be useful because I'm not always exactly on time. I have a schedule, but I'm late. I'm often just a little bit late. I get lost. I'm like, oh no, I haven't made a cup of tea yet. Oh dear. I must do that. I cannot start stream without a cup of tea. This is detrimental. Oh, that's very kind of you. You do not feel like you have to. I feel like it can get quite overwhelming. It's very kind of you. Dear me. I often have to look things up for Twitch because I genuinely don't know how to do things. And especially like with Streamlabs, which is what I stream through, so Streamlabs OBS. It would be like, right, I want to do this thing. I have no idea how to do it. I have to go to like YouTube and Instagram. Instagram's the other one where I genuinely get confused. Like the other day, I shared somebody else's post for the first time. Yeah, I felt really snazzy when I did that. I had never done that before, and I've been trying to work out how to do it for the longest time. Because before, what I've been doing is taking a screenshot of their post, tagging them in the screenshot of their post so that people know that it's them, but then I haven't been able to get a link to that post on it because it's a screenshot, because I've really struggled on how to do it, and I've been trying to work it out and like adding it to my story, but I just couldn't work it out for the life of me. I really struggled with that one. That was a difficult one. Sometimes it'd be like that. Instagram is one that I struggle with. But you know what? I'm getting better. Small little improvements. I'm getting there. And I'm not breaching Twitter too much. I have no idea. I have no idea how Twitter's meant to work. Nope. It's there. I must be here to incessantly chatter what you make things. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's trying to work out how to do half of these. Some people, it seems so natural to them to be like, yeah, of course this is how you do it. You do it like this, and this, and they zoom through it, and I don't know. It's not natural to me. But maybe it's just that they've done it a lot, and so they have a knack for it, whereas for me, I just don't have that knack yet. Give me a little while, maybe I will pick up the knack for it, but right now I just don't at all. But unfortunately, I do have a lot of people that are happy to talk me through it a few times while I pick it up. Yeah. Being able to post other people's things on my stories, I'm looking forward to being able to do that. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've wanted to do that for a while. I am lucky to be part of a community of a lot of long-time streamers to help me troubleshoot things. Yeah! There's been a few issues, but I feel like I've been quite fortunate, yeah. So when a big issue has popped up, someone will normally actually like, yeah, just let me know beforehand and be like, hey, I think you're about to have an issue with this. And I'm like, how? Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't even know I was gonna have an issue with this, but I appreciate it. But like this, I didn't know what to expect coming into streaming. I thought it was gonna be not like that at all. But it's actually a really nice, pretty open environment to like people being like, oh, you want to know something? Yeah, we'll just tell you. No hiding information. Here you go. It's just all of the information. We're not hiding stuff. It's really like nice. I don't know why I thought it was going to be more closed and like cold, but it's not at all like that. Or it's not in my experience been like that. And so I've tried to make sure that if somebody has a question, I mean, I'm not necessarily always going to be, I think in my opinion, the best person to ask. But like, for instance, when people have been like, oh, how have you set up bits with your mic? And it's like, again, I'm definitely no audio expert, but I'm more than happy to tell you. If it helps at all. If it even gives somebody a base of an idea how to use their, like, set up their mic so they can work from that to maybe improve on what I've done. Go for it. It's nice. It's nice. Also, that was the last piece I needed to cut out. Yes. Right. I can actually set up my sewing machine. My sewing machine has not even been plugged in. It's just like